everyone, and welcome to Iron Pride FGC 2026 here at the Razer Store for Street Fighter 6. It is an absolutely electric atmosphere that we've got going on right now, and what a wonderful place to be in. My name is Pandarichi. I'm going to be one of your casters. Pandarichi, and I'm joined here by the lovely Xerplus.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so excited to be here, bro. It's gonna be so lit. We're surrounded by some amazing Street Fighter players, and we're here to watch some amazing games. Oh my days, like some of the games that we're gonna be seeing today. I've been watching some of the casuals on the side while we've been waiting for the stream to pop up as well. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there's some quality going on today. There's some good quality. We've got some very good names in the bracket as well. So yeah, some familiar names to some of you as well. So hopefully you guys will have a fun time, because I know I've been.
100%. Yeah, the atmosphere has been absolutely amazing. You know, it's really nice to see that these events are starting to, you know, slowly come back into the FGC. People are starting to get back together. It's really nice to see that the energy is starting to be brought back up, right? So, thank you very much. Also, shout out to Razer Store, you know, allowing, you know, Iron Pride to take place in here. It's been a really fun-filled weekend. So today we've got Street Fighter 6. Yesterday we had Tekken 8 for, you know, the Iron Pride, because they had the Tekken World Tour going as part of it. So, you know, that was quite busy. You know, today, you know, a bit more, let's say more on the, I say casual side, but let's be honest, fighting games have never been casual in the slightest.
Oh my god. Even if it's in your own home with your family, sometimes there's always a little bit of little bit of tension with your playing some games. So you know how it is.
And now, as we are gearing up to go into our first game, Xerplus, is there any, you know, any characters or anything in particular that you might want to see? Me personally, I want to see Ingrid, you know, newest Street Fighter character. Yeah. I really like the look of her.
Bro, Ingrid, bro, I've been waiting for her to come back to the game since her like debut, bro.
Oh yeah,
like she's so sick. Okay, some people say, oh, I didn't like her previous design. Okay, whatever. But right now we're into the game and we're seeing what's going to be going on right now. So we got Shax playing Snelson, or one of our boys straight from Strike Fierce. Shax, you know, a really good cami player. You know, we've heard his name before, we've seen him before in some other tournaments. But that spiral right there is not great right now, though.
Oh, nice anti-air coming out. Oh, a nice grab to start things off. So Snelson, just a little bit on the back foot now as they're getting caught by, you know, the combos. Oh, nice movement to just try and get under, but they are put themselves into burnout. So all this chip damage now is getting very dangerous. They're getting caught by the grabs, and it is not looking good for Snelson.
It's just really hard to play when you're in burnout against. Oh, get the cami with the drive impact. That's just so, that's an electric first round to be watching already. I'm not going to lie to you. How are you feeling about that one?
No, it's good, it's good. Snelson, they're getting a little bit overzealous in terms of how they're trying to operate their way through. I think their game plan tried to be a little bit more aggressive, but now in round 2, it's working out a lot much more. Nice spacing from Snelson to just catch Mouse. Nice tech on the throw, keeping Shax in the corner, but that jump into the conversion is really, really nice. You know, nice little B&B from Cammy. Nice parry, but, you know, with the parry changes, not going to be able to get that perfect. And Shax is going to take this ride all the way home into the level 3.
It's just that big amount of damage, right? And it was just a clean pressure sequence. I mean, we started off with Snelson taking the lead very nicely, you know, putting the poison on, but you know, Shax taking the first round. It's looking kind of nice right now, and we're just gonna have to see how Snelson adapts, right?
You know, and as the game's going, just for a reminder for those of you at home, today is going to be a first to 2 best of 3 up until the top 8. The top 8 will be best of 3, but up until then, it's only going to be a first to 2. Now, enough about the information. Back to the game. Nice tech on the throw. Good spacing. Nice movement to get underneath from that drive rush. You know, Aki's got that tricky mobility that allows her to, you know, to keep her opponents guessing. And Snelson is doing exactly that, doing everything in their arsenal that they have available to try and stay tricky, but Shax is having none of it.
Just that TK dive kick and just converting all that into the pressure right now. Nice throw break, and we're seeing some, you know, we're taking our time a bit. You know, Aki's got some nice buttons. Or the slide. Okay, nice drive rush in. You know, we're looking a bit low on the drive gauge. Might need to, we're running out of guava juice. You know, we're a bit.
Oh, nice cross up from the jump from there, and then Shax is going to just take this home. Looking so dominant. So Shax put themselves onto series point right now. Can Snelson answer back anything? And now this might be a really good opportunity from that fireball, able to convert off of it, going in, you know, getting in those little air jabs. Oh, but they've managed to parry and keep themselves in contention. Oh, but Shax is not going to be able to find anything as Snelson drives rushes in and puts on the aggression.
It's just really crazy, right? And then, the forward throw. Okay, you don't want to be in this position. Yeah, definitely that driver rush was a really good idea right there. But this is a scary position to be in. Lower drive. Damn!
Oh, let's start off. Ripper gets completely punished. Snelson, I think the nerves are starting to get to you. You know, take a breather, but you haven't got much time to work now because now, as you are stunned in the corner, you're gonna get overhead, drive rushed in. Cammy's just gonna do her thing. She's still got the level 3 as well, so just be careful. Oh, not able to punch out the drive rush, and now Snelson's got an opportunity.
It's looking, I mean, even with level 1, I don't think it's going to be much of a kill. But trying to do the driving backs up again to unblockable. But
yeah, that's it. Yeah. So Snelson caught lacking, Shax caught mashing, and you know, works out for them. I think you were talking about this earlier. You know, you just mash light and then you convert it to a CA.
Oh my god, bro. Sometimes you just have to, you press your buttons and you just react, bro. And I mean, there's definitely a plan behind it. I don't know. I think he was trying to, you know, convert into super there, but either way, it works out, right? And it's really good to play, to be honest. Like the way that he navigated neutral, the way that he was working around a lot of Aki's tools. I mean, generally not throwing the slide is something that like a lot of people don't do in a lot of situations, but overall, that was really like fundamentally well played, and it breaks my heart to see Snelson lose, to be honest. As Strike Fierce is my home, you know what I mean? It breaks my heart, bro.
Don't worry, Xerplus. He's still got losers to go through, so he's not down and out just yet. But Shax, in quite convincing fashion, continues their run into winners round 4. So congratulations to Shax. And you know, whilst we have a little bit of downtime, let's just talk about some of the things that we've taken notes on, right? So anything in terms of what you've picked up on from the players, or anything that you've seen in terms of character choices. What's been standing out to you, Xerplus?
Some people are walking around with a secondary Ingrid.
Interesting.
I feel like a lot of people, sometimes I call them mercenaries. You know what I mean? The characters you pick up, they're like, these are kind of fun, but they're also kind of strong. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, they're picking up Ingrid. I haven't seen a lot of Mai actually either. I've not seen any Mai today.
I don't know if some way, somehow, everyone has managed to do like a gentleman's agreement to not play Mai today, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it popping up. But like you said, I'm also very surprised that no Mais have been spotted in the field, so to say.
100%. It's just like, it's really surprising considering I don't think she's gotten weaker per se, but hey, I mean, again, if you're picking a mercenary, right? Ingrid's there, she's fun.
She is. She has got a lot of sauce, I think her playstyle and the way she's integrated herself into Street Fighter is, I like to say, very unique.
Unique, yeah? I mean,
in terms of like the canonical lore, right? Everyone has, some, ties to, let's say Earth or the mortal realm, so to speak. Ingrid, quite literally a celestial god, able to, break time and space, and with that, Year 4 season pass, Tifa.
Oh my god, Tifa coming in after. You know what it is? Having the crossover straight after Ingrid. Like you said, it just kind of makes sense.
It does.
It's just, you know what I mean? I know some people are a bit iffy about Tifa or all that, whatever. They wanted her in other games, all this jazz. But at the end of the day, well, who doesn't love Final Fantasy?
Exactly. I mean, with like Final Fantasy, with all the showcases at the State of Play, the game showcase, all that, everyone's hyped for it. So Tifa being brought into Season 4 for Street Fighter 6, very, very hype. I know a couple of my friends, they're already saying they're going to pick the game up because of Tifa. So sorry, Tekken, you've had your run with her, but it's Street Fighter's time now to have a slice of that pie.
Oh my! Please let her use some material, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, a lot of people want her for the traditional fighting styles, etc., etc. But if she's using material, I can't wait to see that trailer. I can't wait to see the trailer.
Well, Capcom and Square Enix did say that Tifa's going to have like her own special mechanic specific to Tifa, based on Final Fantasy. So whatever sauce that they're cooking up in the laboratory back over, over in the headquarters of Square Enix and Capcom, I certainly want to know.
Oh, 100%. But Tifa this, Tifa that, we all talk about Tifa, but at the end of the day, she's not here right now. But what we do have here right now are some amazing, amazing players. I mean, do you know some of the players that are coming up in the bracket later?
So looking at the bracket right now, right? So winners round 3, we have got Jester Power versus Lesoy. So Jester Power picking on the Guile, and then Lesoy, actually another Aki player, right? Oh. So whether we be seeing them next is up for debate. But then here's what was it? Super starting the bracket off 2-0, and then got a bye. So they're moving into winners round 3, only having to win one game, which is quite nice for them, to be honest. Okay, and then they're going to be up against Khan, who plays Terry Bogard. That's the only Terry that we've seen so far. But as we are moving in, we have got ourselves an M Bison and Elena on the screen. And me personally, I'm very much an Elena fan. When I play Street Fighter, she is my go-to character. There's just something about that capoeira playstyle that just is so much fun. Jag4 Binks on the M Bison, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense after seeing it now.
It just makes so much sense, bro. And Pax is on the Elena. I mean, hey, man, always good to see another Elena player, bro. Capoeira is so cool. Eddie and Tekken, Elena and Street Fighter, it's always cool. And they all went straight forward with it. Okay, driver, nice conversion. Gonna get a nice little knockdown mid-screen, but doesn't get to do too much of it, you know. Sit back, you know, get some guava juice. But that Bison, bro, Bison just eats through drive gigs on block, bro. You just don't want to be holding nothing from this character, man.
No, M Bison is such a scary character. You allow this man to, if you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. Like right now, he's going to look to try and take this entire tournament from Pax right now, send him down to losing. A nice anti-air from Pax. So far, not much in terms of engagement. Both sides have been playing pretty passive and pretty safe. They're just waiting for a mistake to be made. And Jag4 Binks is going to be using this opportunity, planting the bomb, using that Psycho Drive to just put him into the corner. But, you know, those Rhino kicks, setting Pax, you know, safe. Ooh! Ducks under the throw. Able to convert a little bit off of that, but not much more momentum to be taking place.
You can't really whiff and throw them. Oh, but that! Oh, the punish counter anti-air. You know, we get some space, we get some... Yeah, drive rush in. Take your turn, bro. It's your turn. You got Elena in the corner. It's your turn. Look at the spacing. Just keep... Oh, that was
nice
sick forward throw.
That was nice. That was
Don't
nice.
do it. Oh, you thought the throw loops were coming, bro. It was a nice button. Nice, good blocks. Good defense. Good defense.
Oh, spacing! Nice counter. Elena is in burnout right now, so Pax doesn't even matter. Popping that level 2. Not even going to be using that healing because we're just going to go straight full damage and kicking Bison down.
Oh my god, putting them long legs to work. Look at the reach on that to get that punish counter to take the first round. I'm not gonna lie to you, Jag4 Binks, you're gonna have to do a change up here because the aggression's coming from the Elena right now. Oh!
Nice counter with the level 1 right there. Nicely done from Jag4 Binks on reaction as well. So nicely done. They're very much switched on. Definitely not down and out for the count just yet because they are going through. They're planting that bomb. Drive rushing in. Ooh, just trying to bait out the throw. Psycho Drive in. Oh, overhead does not connect. Now, oh, ducks under the throw. Nice tech. They're getting a little bit scrappy right now, Xerplus. But Pax is able to find an opening, but not able to convert more off of it.
It's just really crazy, right? It's just really unfortunate that sometimes there's just a bit too much block stun. I never thought I could say this, but sometimes you're 2+ and sometimes you're too hasty with the DP because that's the round if we don't drop.
Nicely done from Jag4 Binks. Patience is a virtue, and good things come to those who wait. And the round definitely went into their favor. I think Pax were quite literally, you know, back up against the wall, trying to find an opportunity to scramble out. Nice trade from the blows. Okay, EX Psycho Drive just to get in. Sorry. Nice anti-air. You know, Pax is really trying to wait out and bait out those anti-airs, right? Keeping them in the corner. Nice Rhino kicks to keep them in, not giving Jag4 Binks a moment to breathe. Jumps over the throw, so right now we're going a bit more into a Footsie's gameplay.
Definitely, 100%. Definitely playing a bit slower, you know what I mean? But that's Bison's forte, low-key, you know what I mean? But does that matter when Elena just, you know, pressing buttons, stuffing them out, right?
Nice.
And straight to a level 3, I mean, that's the game, no?
That is the game, you know, bounce this big boy and send him packing right into the goal. Face up against the screen. And that's going to be game number 1 for Pax.
You know, with that first game, I think Brazil might do well at the FIFA World Cup. You know what I mean?
Yes, we're going to be basing our predictions based on Street Fighter victories, and I like that, Xerplus.
Put your bets in now, lads. We're betting all of it on Africa, bro. All of it on any African country.
Now Pax has very much got the momentum now. Jag4 Binks up against the corner, just trying to wait to see what Pax goes for. Tries to jump in, but he's going to get punished with the anti-air. Nice use on the EX moves. Drive rush in with that bomb planted. Oh, nice drive rush into the low to just punish Pax completely, keeping them in the corner. And look how much damage Jag4 Binks has put onto Elena. Nice little head stomp, just, you know, can give yourself a bit of concussion. You know, got to keep them confused. Psycho Drive, Crush, sorry, in. Nice and low. Trying to just keep the spacing, paying a bit of a footsies, but punishes that drive rush. No throws coming in. Oh, but the counter hit, not able to convert more off of it. Now, this is a very, very slow-paced game, Xerplus.
Definitely, we're definitely taking the time to slow it down, but I mean, look at the life, right? You want to slow it down, but that forward throw is going to make it a bit more tense. You know, we're easing into some more tension right now because it's going to be really hard to play this, right? You're just waiting for your drive gauge to come back. Those players that do have a healthy amount as well. Any one hit could convert into death. I mean, the lane, Pax is building up to it's level 3, but unfortunately,
not able to do much more after that. I mean, Pax is very much like a do-or-die situation. One hit, and they were gone. So they needed to just try and open up Jag 4 Binks with anything that they could, but Jag 4 Binks was not biting at all. Oh, nice anti-air for that. Yeah, catching them on the bounce. Oh, but now the DP, EXDP, stopping Jak 4 Binks' momentum, keeping them in the corner. Oh, trying to go for the level 1, but Pax just read them like a book, and now back into the corner they go. Nice little combo from Pax. B&B into the level 1 super. Not quite enough, not even with the DP. And the throw to see them home.
Well, it might not have been quite enough, but obviously in the corner in Street Fighter 6 as the defender, I mean, you're at the offense, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're at the mercy of the attacker, and it's an incredibly dangerous place to be, especially with throw loop being, a core mechanic, so to speak.
Oh my god. It always is a really good anti-air coming out though. And right now, you know what I mean, we're pushing J4 Binks right back to the corner.
I love how Pax is using the spacing, using Elena's long range with those legs to just keep Jag 4 Binks away and just stopping them from trying to just do anything, because if Jag 4 Binks tries to jump up, Pax is going to be responding with the jump heavy, okay? Keeping them blocked, and Pax, what they just want to do, they just want to play time. They've got the life advantage, and they've just got to wait for a mistake to come from Jag 4 Binks, and that is exactly what's happened. They're opening up themselves like a can of tuna, and Pax is going to be certainly feasting themselves on that mistake.
Oh, 100%. I mean, this is just not a position you really want to be in, right? Pax has all the resources, has all the life lead. It's just like the spacing there is really good. You have to make all the risks, and right now that risk is being punished. Look at the meter, look at the damage. It's coming for another game.
Yeah, and with that, Pax is going to 2-0 Jag 4 Binks, sending them down into losers, and Pax keeps their run going. So nicely done, Pax, representing the Elenas of the Street Fighter 6 community. I'm proud of you. I love that character, man. She's so cool. She's got so much source, so much tech. I thoroughly enjoy watching her. But commiserations to Jag 4 Binks. You are down to losers, but you're not down and out for the count just yet.
100%. I mean, I might not be the biggest Elena fan, but even I can say that that was a really stellar performance. Some may even say it was magical. But Street Fighter doesn't have any magic at all. So
I think that statement has gone completely out the window now, Xerplus.
Nah, Street Fighter doesn't have any magic. I don't know what you're talking about. It's never had magic.
Never had magic.
Never had no energy balls, nothing.
No,
never.
None of that. Okay. Very much so. But no, really nice game that we've seen. So that's Pax versus Jag 4 Binks. So that's who's left to see. So we have got Jester Power versus the Soy, Super versus Khan, Arndredge versus Matt Hazard. Okay, as well as I've Been Here Before versus Hattori Hanzo the 6th. Now try saying that 6 times faster.
Hattori Hanzo the 6th. It's over. Put it down.
But no, so far, how have you been enjoying your time here, Xerplus?
Oh, it's been absolutely lovely. Like, shout outs to Razer again for allowing us to use this space. It's absolutely wonderful. The PCs, they just run beautifully. Like, I have no qualms, issues, or worries just putting in my controller, playing some casuals, you know what I mean? And hey, I mean, it did better than my setup at home. And I think I put pretty good effort into that, so
hey, listen, nice. Franchise store like Razer's, they're going to have things at the tippity top, right? The systems run flawlessly, there's no lag, contrary to popular belief apparently, but the systems are running incredibly well here. Shout outs, like you said, Razer, shout outs to Iron Pride for having this event hosted. Without them, none of this would have been possible, especially like on this scale, and as well as the Capcom. Capcom has got their involvement in here, so shout outs to Capcom for helping support the event, supporting the FGC, because we were having a conversation with the Capcom community manager. We're talking about how FGC and quite frankly just events in general have kind of like regressed back after the pandemic, and with isolation, being at home, a lot of business politics have come into play, unfortunately, so to speak.
100%. I can definitely, as someone that doesn't necessarily run events so often, but I definitely can see it from the outside. There definitely seems to be stuff that can be going on in the inner workings of things, but at the end of the day, even with those things happening, shout out to Iron Pride for getting such an amazing event together and having everyone come together for something so beautiful. Because right now I want to see something else beautiful, and it's looking like Aki versus Gaio.
Hell yeah, so we are going into our third game. So Aki versus Gar, quite an interesting matchup. One wants to keep himself at a distance and the other has tools to close the gap. So Xerplus, it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to go. So Jester Power versus Lasoi, so Jester Power on the Guile and Lasoi on the Aki, and right from the get-go, it's just all green.
It's all green. We're spending the drive gauge early. We don't want any guava juice right now. We're using the dragon. Nice, perfect parry of the projectile. Get some of that back. You know what I mean? It's hot outside. You want to sip of the guava. But very good drive rush in right now, and it's looking like a lot of good pressure is going to be put out forward by Jester right now. How do you think we're going to see the tables turn?
Right now, Jester Power is very much in control of the match. Guile, great character. Sorry, to keep them out of the way. But when Aki gets close and gets herself in, it is very difficult to get her off of you. She very much wants to be in your face, and she's just doing her best to, but Jester Power is just punishing everything that Lasoi is trying to put out to them.
The strongest Guile players will always punish your mistakes. I mean, just look, hold it down back. They have so many options, and it's really hard to make your approach, especially when they have a fireball, they have a flash kick. But I definitely think that finding out their own patterns, particularly, even if that's hard to do in the first or two, is definitely what they're going to be looking to do.
100% that they are, but right now, even though Lasoi had a really good start, Jester Power, in good spacing, where they want to be, using the Sonic Boom, but Lasoi is going to jump right over it and put them into the corner. And Jester Power is trying to block for their life, but they're just going to get completely punished. They're going to get slumped into the wall, and now Lasoi is just going to take this round, but...
There is no but?
No, there is no but. But was that super necessary? I think it was.
Yes, probably.
It just has our skeleton connection.
Of course, but when you see I think we can definitely see that the offense is working quite well. So I think we're just going to see them go for it far more often, because Jester Power is going to have to work on a bit more of the defense here, because that punish counter is going to lead to a nasty situation.
Oh, it very much is indeed. Oh, a nice hit OTG to go straight into the level 3. Now, with the scaling, I think this just about kills him, right? Surely. It doesn't. Okay, so Magic Picture HP. Oh, nice spacing. Nice little footsies to bait the throw out. And Lasoi takes game number 1.
There are no mistakes, only whiffed throws into bait.
Never a mistake. Sorry.
It's never a mistake. I've done that a fair few times in my life, I've whipped throw, but really it was a bait, because
it's all about the psyche. You got to get into their head. You got to get into their head, and right now Lasoi's, Jester Power is thinking all about how Lasoi has just baited them out and humiliated them on stream. So, mental games.
I don't know if it was a much of a humiliation. I mean, as someone who sometimes throws when they see a whiff throw themselves, right? But right now we're definitely seeing the pattern of the game shift entirely. I mean, look at the way that Jester's going forward instead of just holding back, right? They know that if they want to win this game, they're going to have to also apply some of that pressure.
Yeah, they look like they're going to have to try and fight fire with fire. And right now, Lasoi is all systems go. They got their foot on the gas pedal and putting the pressure onto Jester Power. But seems to be there's some signs of life. A nice EX slide, to get underneath, but they put themselves into burnout. Nice little slide, looking up at Guile, but right now chip damage is getting through the work. But that stun comes out just in the nick of time, just before that drive page came back.
It's just really difficult, right? Because I think Lasoi is definitely spending way more drive than they probably should be, to be honest. Because with the changes that Aki got recently, I think that she builds more drive page back. Oh, what a
nice command grab! Nice command grab from that. Now drive rushing in. Now Jester Power just having to try and play a little bit more patiently, trying to just weigh him out, trying to prep these Sonic Booms. Nice anti-air, good tech on the throw. But not much more. Also, they are going to get points. A little bit of damage is going to be chipped, but it doesn't even matter because the sword is going to get the damage dished back right out to them. And that level 2, sorry, that level 1 is just going to be doing nice levels of work.
Honestly, that level 1 did more work than a level 1 should have. Just closing out the round right there, pivotal.
Indeed, indeed. Nice parries into the EX flash kick, sending Lesoy packing back into the corner. Get yourself back over there, Lesoy. You do not deserve to be in front of my presence, and I will make that sure.
It's just crazy, right? Like, let me in. I'm going in. I want to go forward because my projectiles will let me go forward. Look at the pressure right now because it's such a really nice spacing to be at.
Ooh.
The jump in is a punish counter. Look at the damage. We're building up to a level 3. We're not going to take the full thing.
Oh, the combo drops, and now Lesoy's got an opportunity to just fight back. But can Jester Power stop it? Yes, they can. They've got themselves into the level 2 install, and a big sonic boom is going to close out that game.
Honestly, I mean, it feels like this set's going on for ages, bro. These players are playing.
Yeah, so it's 1-1 right now. So it's all to play for. So we are coming into our final set now. Now, as
back throw out of the corner.
Yeah,
not a decision I would definitely make there, but I see the vision.
You know, if Jester Power's able to convert off of it as they have been doing, you know, it works, you know.
Yeah, you can't judge them if it works.
But right now, they've got themselves in the back of the corner. That EX Sonic Boom actually doing works for them. A lot of damage. So Lesoy, you know, entering the danger zone and entering 6 feet under.
Once you just enter the jab DP zone, I mean, what can you do, right? But right now, I mean, we're going straight into the second round, and I mean, same pressure, same intensity, you know what I mean? And I think we can all see kind of the game plan that Jester wants to put out, right?
100%. So right now, all the EX Fireball coming out from Lesoy, you know, just to push the Sonic Boom away, and now this is giving them an opportunity to take the corner. And now, as Jester Power gets slumped, Poison down into the corner. It's a very tricky situation for them. Not going to be able to punish that throw attempt, and Jester Power puts them back, takes the corner, and at the moment, both sides are just deciding who wants to take the corner. They don't want, neither of them want it. They've got to give it back to each other. And we're going to the level 2 install. Lesoy is in burnout right now, so chip damage is very much a dangerous territory for them to be in.
You just want to, I don't know if mainly an attempt to whiff punish anything, but at the same time, unfortunately, gets jabbed out of their pressure straight into the losing the round. So that will be Jester Power.
Yep, Jester Power has taken the game, so congratulations to them. You'll be continuing on your run through the winners, but do not count yourself out, Lesoy. You played a fantastic game, and we know what you have. We know you have what it takes, to keep yourselves in contention for that finals.
Of course, anyone who's made it this far in the bracket obviously has the ability to make it through losers as well. I mean, just think about it, right? You've played so many players to get here already at the point that we're at, right? And you've beat them before, right? You beat some of these players before, and you've beat some of them in sets before, you know what I mean? 2-1, 1-2, that means you have a chance. You can get around, that means you can take a game. You can take a game, you can take a set. So if you can go through losers, I mean, hey, you can always come back for the rematch, you know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, as typical with all, FGC tournaments, even if you get to the grand final, coming from losers, you've got to reset that bracket, so that gauntlet continues to run. I do want to note, however, Xerplus, is that the character diversity that we've been seeing today is actually quite nice. I'm just looking over, we see some C-Viper, some DJ, I've seen a Honda floating around somewhere as well.
Of course, I mean, that Honda's always cool to see. I say that Honda's cool to see sometimes, but I mean, yeah, C-Viper as well. We've seen a lot of characters being picked today. I mean, with new DLC coming out, I think people are just trying out new characters, playing new characters, but also just going back to old mains as well. It's fun, right? It's good. It's a really fun place to be right now. And hey, if the event ever ran again, I mean, I think people would love to come again.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think with how spectacular this turnout has been. I'm 100% confident in the fact that Iron Pride FGC I would like to say is here to stay, but again, I do not call the shots. I can only hypothesize. But with the atmosphere and how electric it's been, the energy has been brought here today has been fantastic.
Of course, and we could not do this without Iron Pride helping everything and sorting everything out, but also without the Razer Store's facilities either. So shout out to the Razer Store, shout out to Iron Pride, and shout out to Capcom as well for helping with all of this as well, because this is such an amazing tournament, and it's such an amazing atmosphere as well. I mean, you can just hear everyone just, it's amazing. It's absolutely stunning.
Oh, 100%. You know, the start of today, you know, a little bit rocky, you know, the way in terms of how, you know, players are being announced, how they're being called onto, you know, their PlayStations, right? I say PlayStations, not the actual console, you know, the game station, sorry. Yeah. You know, with, you know, how the bracket is set up, you know, all things considered, today has gone pretty smoothly. You know, in terms of hiccups, there's been very little. Yeah,
at least as soon as the streams come on, everything's been smooth. It's been nice.
All peachy.
Names on the board, guys, please.
Names on the board. That is the saying of the day. Names on the board.
Names on the board.
At some point, everyone in the store will be saying names on the board. Okay.
I hope one day my name's on the board.
We all wish our names were on the board, Xerplus. We all wish our names were on the board. But as we are waiting for the next game to commence, anything? Names on the board. He said the line.
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
He said the thing. Oh my god.
Anything that you're, you know, looking forward to? Any predictions, you know, or are you keeping yourself a bit of an open mind?
I'm definitely keeping myself an open mind, but I'm really sad I'm not seeing more Ingrid on stream, to be honest.
Yeah. You know what? I second that. I second that, Xerplus. I would have thought we'd be seeing a lot of Ingrid, a lot of Ken, and that'd be it.
Honestly, I'm the biggest surprise to me is not seeing a lot of Sagat. I know we have some Sagats in bracket, so they're coming up soon. For anyone who's sticking around with the stream, please stick around with the stream. It's fun. But you know what I mean? I'm hoping to see more Sagat, bro. Like, Sagat is really cool. That's a bad man character, you know. Like, that's a good character. He's sick.
He is, yeah. No. I mean, he's got a lot of power, big body, big moves, big damage. You know, someone's gonna stop him. But as we go into the character select, let's kind of see who we're gonna go with. So we've got Terry. Okay, Terry. Interesting, Terry.
That's Sagat. I see. Tiger.
That we might, you know, you asked and that you have received.
Yes. I love me some Sagat.
Ingrid! Oh, hell yeah!
We're getting some Ingrid. This one's for you. This one's for both of us.
This one is for both of us. You know, if we're having to call, you know, who's going to take it, I'm going to go with the Ingrid. I'm assuming you're going to go with Sagat. But, you know, like, biasy aside, Jokers versus Andrej, I think they're just looking to do a bit of a button check right now, you know, before we just, you know, go into game. You know, just make sure those buttons are functioning at full capacity.
Of course. I mean, you ever been in bracket and randomly you try and press low forward and suddenly you just cool, man, my button's stuck. Cool, sick. Nah, you don't want that. No. So obviously do a bit of a button check, get everything up and running, because you need to press that medium for that. That's a sick button, bro. It's good. It does a lot for people, bro, and it does a lot for Sagat as well. But obviously, I mean, I don't necessarily know how this matchup really goes too much yet. I haven't played much since Ingrid has dropped, so definitely going to be something new for me to see. But how much are you experienced with like watching Ingrid and so on and so forth with Sagat as well? You know, since Ingrid's kind of like you know, come out, I've been kind of keeping my eye a little bit more because of Ingrid. I think she's a really cool character. But that being said, I do like the whole, you know, fantasy archetype, and I'm a bit, you know, I enjoy that, you know, that the witchcraft, the magic powers, all that kind of, that just universe in general, whether it's in Street Fighter or in a different form of media. I love me some magic powers, right? And so with Ingrid, I've been keeping, you know, a little bit more of an eye. You know, there's a lot of unique setups that she has, right? Her level 2, you can set that up with the back throw, and you know, the word going around is that level 2 has 0 scaling, so you know that damage is absolutely monstrous. But what can our celestial god do in the face of a big brute Muay Thai fighter? And right now, a fair little bit. Nice block on the DP. And now, are they able to convert? Yes, they are, into a DP of themselves, using that beam to just set them into the corner. And Xerplus, I wonder what else they're going to be able to do. 100%. I mean, that delay beam was kind of crazy. Forward throw right there. This is kind of crazy. Plus frames on the drive kick, drive rush heavy kick. Oh my word! Right back to neutral a bit. I mean, Sagat's not in a great position. And yep, there you go. Sun kick to anti-air. It's kind of insane right now. First round going straight to Joker jokes. I mean, what do you want to say about this? Because I know Ingrid, your little fan favorite for now.
I mean, Ingrid's, you know, we're still yet to see the full power of Ingrid right now, but right now, Andre on that Sagat is absolutely tearing Jokers apart with that tiger knee, the elbow, the kicks, just keeping them in the corner. This man wants to make his presence known, and he's doing just that, Xerplus.
100%. Just look at the use of that medium. It's good. It's a good button right
it's
there.
It's got some range to it.
100%. It's got, and it eats up your drive gauge on block. I don't hit. Look at the punish counter. No death right there, but
nice done. Punish that parry. So, you know, Ingrid has got her own, you know, her parry mechanic, right? If she pulls out a little monoid, will send you packing. But, you know, Andre just read them like a book, jumped over. But right now, Jokers is, you know, taking the momentum. Not before Andre tries to take it back.
100%. I mean, it kind of, yeah, there's the EX beam right there. We won't see him too much of the EX beam so far, but there was it right there. But in general, I mean, I don't really see the Sagat zoning too much. I think they're definitely just going forward. And I mean, in a matchup like this, I guess that makes sense, right?
Oh yeah, because with Ingrid, she's got a lot of tools to keep you away, but they all rely on using that Suncrest. And nice reaction on the DP into that level 3. Oh, that's a lot of damage, but I don't think it's enough. So Joker's still in contention to take the round, but you know what?
You know what? Good reactions on that.
Yeah.
The cross-cut DP into level 3 was sick, and then confirming that counter hit jab was sick. You can't hate. But going right into character select, are we getting a character swap, or are we just taking a little think? Oh, we are getting a character swap.
Yeah. I was just thinking, you know, I think the Ingrid is going. I don't think Jokers was able to get the game plan set up too much. You know, a lot of Ingrid's game plan does rely on getting those Suncrest set up, but Andre didn't give them a second to breathe, so all of Ingrid's power pretty much mitigated. You know, she still has the tools, but when you haven't got a chance to, you know, fight back, how are you going to be able to get yourself set up to punish?
100%, but this also means that there will be no more swaps on the side of Joker jokes, because in this set at least, because as it is 1st to 2, can't really do another swap.
No, they can't. I mean, you know, whoever you know loses is allowed to character swap, but like you said, 1st to 2, if Andres takes this, they take the game, and right now all momentum is swinging in their favor. This character swap has not done Jokers any good, because they're getting punished, those ankles getting kicked in, but Jokers has the chance to respond, and they're fighting back, using those spiral arrows to just, you know, drill in that damage. Not before Andre finds their space. You
just can't count Cammy out at all in any situation. I mean, she has decent damage, and she has really good ways to just keep that going. But right now, the drive rush overhead, you never see it coming, and that's a dead Cammy. I'm not going to lie to you, the swap isn't doing too much right now.
No, I think all the cards that Joker's had in their hand are flops, right? And Andre is very much having that full house, that royal flush, anything to take the win, and Joker's, they don't really have an answer to respond to Andre's questions. I like how Andre is playing a bit more of that spacing game now, but nice engage from Jokers. Oh, but not taking that throw. So I'm going to use that back throw, pushing Jokers closer and closer into the corner, but that dry rush overhead is looking so nice, but not much more is going to be confirmed off of it.
100%. They're getting so much mileage off their drive. Oh, damn, the drive impact. We're getting the nice. Oh my god, that's it. Oh my
goodness. That's all they wrote. So nicely done. Go on.
Yeah, little fist bump, of course.
I think a few confusions. I think they're unaware of the fact that they're changing format. It has been announced that it was first to 2, best of 3, BO5 for the top 8. Typically, most Street Fighter tournaments are best of 5s, just straight up, you know, the entire way through. I think, well, it's because due to timing constraints that we have today, you know, on a Sunday, you know, we have to, you know, edit the format a little bit. So, you know, those competitors who are very used to a 1st to 3 consistently, you know, this change of pace it might be a bit of a shock to the system, so to say.
100%, 100%. I definitely, like, if there's going to be any criticism I have, it's that 1st to 2 is never the thing that I would definitely go for. But at the end of the day, right, it's still a tournament that's being run beautifully. it's free to enter. It was amazing, and it's in a great location. I mean,
100%.
it's so many ways to get here as well. Like, come on, bro. You can walk here from London Euston. Like, you can get here from anywhere, man.
You know, London Euston, about what, 30 minute walk?
30 minute walk,
It's quite close by, and you know, with the location, you know, being here on Charing Cross, you know, it's like the hub. It's like the spot to go to, right? So, as we are going to be going over to a break shortly, that's going to be it from us, Xerplus.
Oh.
So we are going to be seeing some fresh new faces coming onto the camera shortly. But we will not be gone forever, because we will be back later. So if you enjoyed what you saw today, you'll be seeing more of that soon enough.
Hell yeah. I miss you guys. Don't miss me too much. Don't miss me too much.
Hello everybody and welcome to Iron Pride Dojo Street Fighter Edition for the very first time. I'm 12 Hack of Your Death. I'm here with my friend.
How's it going, everybody? It's Asura. Pleasure to be here, and I'm very happy to be back here for Iron Pride Dojo. Last time I did one of these was in 2024 for Tekken 8, and now we are here in the Razer Store in London. Shoutouts to Razer for letting us use the space. Shoutouts to Capcom for giving us some help as well. And we're here for some incredible Street Fighter action. How you feeling, my friend?
I'm very, very excited for some incredible Street Fighter. I know we've been having some amazing Street Fighter so far today as well, and you know, one thing I've been looking out for is the variety in the character sets that we've seen today. I have seen such a wide variety of people with different character pools, different play styles, and even people that are playing the new characters as well at such a high level. I've seen quite a few Ingrids here today already, and the character hasn't even been out for that long.
Yeah, no, I mean, Ingrid, obviously a character to watch, seeing as we haven't really seen a lot of her, but obviously, if you're familiar with the character, you've seen a lot of her Twitter combos, and it has shaken the community quite a bit. But it's interesting to see, again, as you said before, the variation of characters that we are going to be introduced here to today. So let's get straight into some of the action here. C Viper, DJ, coming up on the screen. I believe that's Jammers here as well. So should be some interesting stuff. Immediate drive rush though to start us off, and again, DJ, very aggressive character, great with mix in the corner here as well now, and just want to continuously keep pulling on that pressure. Drive impact comes out, sorry, they're going to push them back.
Yep, and now Jammers trying to find their way in against this DJ who's been utilizing the projectiles and still can't find their way in with a parry, trying to get the walk forward. Oh, just the low jab, gonna catch it, DP out, but unfortunate the low jab's gonna start off the combo, and that might be round number one, to be fair.
Yeah, Sultan more than likely bound to get this, just one big hit there. Get him burnout as well now, so he's gonna take quite a significant amount of damage there. Brilliant cross up here from Jammers. Still some hope. Drive is still in the bag here for Jammers as well now, in the corner, but a wake up jab is gonna be all she wrote there as Sultan gets the round.
Yeah, very nicely done from Sultan there. Was actually losing it a little bit. Jammers was on their way to making a comeback, but nicely done from Sultan. Do the quick move, end off the round.
Yeah, brilliant stuff there. And Drive Impact coming out, just trying to basically condition on that advantage there. Great DP, good counter there from Jazz. Yeah, there it is. Jammers making it count.
Yep, nicely done. Good damage on top there. Still has the install available for a couple seconds. We'll see how far that takes them, but it doesn't look far because Jammers is now out of drive and Sultan has put them in burnout.
Yeah, getting over that as well. That shockwave, super nice stuff there from Sultan. Playing this very nicely, and again to how Jammers is currently in burnout, but we've seen that before and it's not really stopped Jammers in any way, shape or form. Throw comes out, shockwave again, gonna push back Sultan, and again just a little bit of health remaining here. Gonna drive rush in again, get the throw this time, go with a much more safe option here. Looking for the knee, but the parry comes in here, and the throw there from Jammers, what a punish. And that ties it up 1-1 in terms of our rounds. Again, first to 2, best of 3 all the way up until that top 8. So these sets are bound to move quickly, and there's not a lot of time to breathe.
Yeah, absolutely, and it means less time for adaptation than you normally expect from, you know, the bigger Street Fighter tournaments as well. With these first 2s, I know a lot of the Street Fighter tournaments run first to 3 all the way through bracket.
Yeah, exactly.
But first to 2 here just means you've got to run the way you want to play right from the get-go.
Absolutely. These drive rushes doing a really good job of just kind of shimmying away here, making sure that Jammers makes a mistake. We're playing at a nice range here. Sultan not abusing drive too much. What a parry. Unfortunately, not able to get the punish. The second one comes through. Now we're going for that crouch medium punch here. Jammers finding their way through. But again, now right back into neutral. And again, Sultan not doing a bad job of abusing these, abusing drive, sorry, right into the level 3. And that should get the job done here.
Yeah, it does look like it will. Yes, it will. Nicely done from Sultan, evening up the round count now to 1 apiece, and that's perfectly done. Or 1-0, I should say, excuse me. But straight into game number 2, here we go.
Yeah, 1-0, obviously momentum in favor of Sultan, especially from that last game. Using that drive rush to his advantage so well there. The Jammers coming back with a counter of their own now. Right back down to the ground here, but the EXDP coming out of nowhere. Sultan reacting with drive impact at the perfect time there. That's going to allow for a big punish if they're able to get this off here. Level 1 hits. Unfortunately, not able to get the full follow-up here as Jammers is now back on the back foot here. And again, dangerous position to be in here if your name is Jammers.
Oh yeah, for sure, and especially since Sultan still has a little bit of drive gauge remaining, they can actually utilize the drive rush to get in if they need to. But nice DP out from Sultan there. And the trade is going to end off the round for them.
Yeah, you've got a little bit of time to just kind of abuse those plus frames, make it work there, and Sultan doing a really good job, especially on that dash in here, that the drive rush. Working wonders here for Sultan.
And nice stop. Gonna go for the low check. Gets counter. Unfortunately, the aerial gets parried, and now it's Jammers' turn. But unfortunately, it stops pretty early. But they're just gonna reset it, get about half the health bar off the life bar of Sultan.
We go in the corner again. You can see the drive parries. See the drive parries coming in here as well. Just kind of just a little bit to work with, and Sultan obviously now making it back out of the corner here in mid-range now. Beautiful, a beautiful bait there into the throw.
Yeah, nicely done.
There we go. Oh no, it's beautiful parry. Well played there from Sultan. It's going to be 2-0 Sultan to Jammers, but still very well played from both players.
Yeah, very nicely done there. Sultan going to be moving on.
Names on the board, names on the board, names on the board.
And we will see who's coming up next. But that was a very interesting first set. And remember, we're going through winners here, so we're actually getting quite a way through bracket to, you know, these very skilled, high-level players where the differences in gameplay could be very minimal.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people now are starting to see a lot of that upper echelon gameplay come in. Obviously, Jammers, very well known for their work on commentary, but also just in general, a very knowledgeable and very strong player, as is Sultan here as well. We have a lot of big names here in venue here today. So yeah, as you said before, we're at that upper echelon. We're seeing a lot more of this exciting, close, cutthroat gameplay. Very fast set there from Sultan, who was a lot more aggressive in that entire set, pushing Jammers in very uncomfortable situations, forcing them to abuse that drive, getting rid of all of it, and then obviously being able to punish very nicely there. But yeah, very well played there from Sultan, who conditioned absolutely incredibly.
Yeah, really great resource management there from Sultan to, you know, utilize that to their advantage and come out on top for sure. But you know, we still have a lot more Street Fighter to go. It's very exciting, and once again, thank you very much to the Razer Store here in London. They are doing some great stuff. There's some great products here on display for you here today if people in the venue want to go pick them up. And if you're not here in the venue to pick them up, you can come along and try and look for something that you would like to pick up. They've got keyboards, they've got mice, top tier stuff. So please do come along. Thank you to Razer Store and of course Iron Pride for putting on the event, because they have been doing absolutely amazing stuff behind the scenes all day today.
Yep, no, massive shout outs to them. Obviously they must be incredibly tired, especially after working Tekken yesterday. Now they're here for Street Fighter. It has been an absolutely amazing tournament thus far, and we are not done just yet. We're still waiting on our next matches to come right up. But yeah, man, how are you feeling overall about the event?
I'm feeling great. This has been an absolutely amazing event so far. Obviously we had Tekken yesterday as well, and that was absolutely amazing to watch. I didn't do too well myself, I will say that, but I had a great time and had a great experience at Iron Pride yesterday, and I'm having a great time today as well, because you know, I'm normally not a Street Fighter player, and I've been watching and I've been, you know, experiencing this community a lot more, and it's been absolutely brilliant to watch these guys do their stuff and show off their talent today.
Absolutely. Just going into that character select now, just everyone getting their buttons ready to go. But we have ourselves a banger.
Oh, yes.
And I am very excited to see where we go here.
Oh, Cammy Mirror?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be good. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fire. I'm a big fan of the new driveware outfits that they put in. I think they're quite stylish. I know that they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I think they're pretty cool. Anyways, let's get straight into game number one. If you're not already familiar with Shaxx, be familiar with Shaxx, because they are an absolutely amazing player, as is Adam H now. And here we go, immediate tech there from both players there, just to give themselves a little bit of space. Sweep comes in here from Shaxx, and immediately, once again, just putting them down to the ground here. Punish comes out there, a little bit too overzealous with that EX. Oh my god, my brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately, nice pickup there from Shaxx. So that's going to be round number one in very, very clean fashion. Almost a full health bar available to them there from Shaxx. Hopefully they can keep the snowball going.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shaxx, obviously well known with that Cammy, very versatile in general as a player. Again, playing with these ranges very nicely here, keeping Adam H in a very precarious situation. Great anti-air here once again. Spiral.
Ooh, nice low jab there. Going to get a nice conversion off of that. And the throw as well to boot. But that was at maximum range there to pick that one up.
So that's going to be it. Get the combo into that level 3 guarantee. Get the kill. Put them to bed.
Spend the cash.
Yeah, exactly. Not waste any more time. Shaxx takes game number one in fashion. Now that we're in that top 8 situation now, I believe we are going to be obviously playing that best of 5 now. I think we are getting into that sort of upper echelon. We are now here. So matches are expected to be a lot longer. Players have a lot more time to just kind of adapt and play here. Get that target combo into the spiral arrow. Great parry from Adam. Punish counter throw there right back into the corner here. How does Shaxx get out? And a throw as a response right back into the corner.
And now the throw loops there coming out, and that's one of the things that I know a lot of people have been talking about today walking around the venue is, how am I going to deal with this amount of offense, this amount of snowball? How do I get out of this situation? And, you know, I think the players at this level, they know how to.
Oh, that level 1 comes in here, and again, aggressiveness there from Shaxx, not necessarily rewarded. As that throw does miss, giving Adam an opportunity to do something here in the corner. Drive impact stun, guaranteed here. What's the combo? We go for the overhead, trying to abuse that drive, but again, we're down. And as you thought we were, that the spiral hour does connect. Great tech there from Shaxx, and the EXDP cuts out here. Perfect timing there from Shaxx. Cannon Sprite comes out, man.
Yeah, really nicely done to utilize that EXDP there. Good timing, knew the opponent had to do something and utilize the invincibility of that one. But now, off to a good start here is Shaxx, getting this combo off and throwing Adam H to the wall.
Yeah, back onto the wall here, and again, nice little jab there, looking for a way through, and they were able to find it. Full combo into the level 2. And that is going to be all she wrote there. Shaxx showing us what for here. That's game number 2, and now immediately running it straight back here into game number 3. Adam has a lot of work to do as that parry comes out. Punish there into a nice little crouching medium punch into the sweep. Keeping it nice, keeping it classy, keeping it simple there. Brilliant punish there from Adam.
Yeah, massive whiff DP there. Gets that one the second time though. Second time's the charm apparently here. But a nice punish counter is going to get the pickup. Going to try and get something a little bit more off of it as well.
Yeah, you just got to be careful here. Just back away here a little bit, trying to play with those ranges here once more. And again, Adam not able to find anything. That EX dive kick coming through there for Shax. Great punish counter there from Adam.
Okay, low check. That could be it, actually. I think that's going to be a fun round.
Yeah.
Yes, it should be. Nicely done. Going to spend the meter. Keep it simple, as our good friend Famuraii would say. And we are moving on to the next round.
Absolutely. Still some fight left here for Adam. As Shax is still 2 rounds away from closing this game out. But Adam is showing us a little bit of fight, a little bit of promise here. And here we go. Abuse those plus frames, get in the corner there. Throw out that cannon spike.
Yep.
Make them feel a little bit more uncomfortable there. And again.
Ooh. Just a little bit short there, trying to find their way in, a little bit of footsies, nice anti-air there, and that's going to be the combo, but do they have enough meter? Oh no, drops it!
Ooh, doesn't matter though, goes for the throw. Nice, gets the EX throw into the drive rush here, and again, trying to go for that low, but unfortunately, yeah, the jab's going to be more than enough here to get him out of that situation. Shax on that set point now.
Okay, now both players with 3 meter on the horizon and a potential CA to close out this game once they get into that lower life, if they so choose to keep it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, trying to go around, I think, was looking for that low off of the flip. But it doesn't matter though, as Shax is able to keep them in the corner here. And again, pressure so good here from Shax right into the cannon spike there. And again, going to actually go for an air tear there as the dive kick hits. Here we go, level 2. That's going to be all she wrote, 3-0 in favor of Shax.
Yeah, forced to watch the cutscene to end it off. You know what? My good friends say you should get some popcorn for those cutscenes because they are a little bit long, but you know what? Very, very exciting. Glad to see the execution is still on point there to close out that game because there are people that could drop that. You got to be able to know how to close it out, and it was done expertly there.
No, absolutely well played to Shax and Adam. Both of them played out of their mind there. Unfortunately, Adam had some moments of brilliance, but just wasn't enough to be our #1 seed here today. And Shax obviously predicted to win today's bracket. So obviously follow closely for his run. I believe Adam, I think that was winners, so obviously still has their run through to through losers as well. So they're not completely out of it just yet. And that story for that Cammy is still being written. All right, we're waiting for our next match up and coming in the meantime. But if you haven't already, go ahead and support Iron Dojo by giving them a follow here on Twitch and also on their Twitter as well if you can. Go ahead and check them out everywhere because they put on amazing events on a yearly basis for some really, really cool games. And it's really cool to see Tekken and Street Fighter actually come in, and you know, a lot of people here in the offline space actually being around, because in London we don't have a lot of things going on the FGC, but seeing more and more of that come into fruition is super, super nice. So please give them a follow. Massive thanks again to Razer and Capcom for allowing us to be here and also just providing us with all the equipment necessary for this tournament.
Absolutely, and I mean, you were mentioning the Twitter, you were mentioning the Twitch, but there's also the Discord available if you'd like to join the Discord. That's a lot of fun here at Iron Pride as well, and especially during Pride Month as well. It's the completely right time to join it if you are a person that is LGBTQIA+. That's in the FGC. It's the perfect place to be, and even if you aren't, you're just an ally, you can come along as well. It's a great time. Loads of amazing community members for you to chat to about any fighting game in your arsenal. I
think what's great about an event like this is despite your background, wherever you come from, fighting games always unite people around the world regardless, and that's the beauty of these games in the first place. So, you know what, find a local, calm down, see what's up, and yeah, man, I'm very excited to see what we can create moving forward with fighting games. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we're in fighting game summer, right? We are in the big breadth of the season right now. We have big tournaments coming up. We have big World Tour events coming up for all of our big games, Arc World Tour, Tekken World Tour, Capcom Pro Tour, all of that. So we have a lot of fighting games coming up this summer for you, but right now we're here in Razer Store London. That is going to be this amazing Street Fighter event put on by Iron Pride Dojo. And I'm very excited to see who's coming up next.
I mean, I want to quickly just touch on that because obviously you were talking about just a great summer for fighting games in general. I mean, we've had so many amazing announcements over at Summer Games Fest. Year 4 of Street Fighter has had some pretty mixed opinions over the last couple of days. But I'm excited personally to see all the new characters, and obviously Tifa being added to the game has turned some heads. What were your thoughts on that, man?
As a Tekken player who is also a Final Fantasy fan, my heart breaks. But you know, I might have to come and play some Street Fighter. Who knows?
Hey, man, convert.
Might have to come by.
Convert, man. Convert. You got to convert.
Add another game to the arsenal.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, it's cool to see all these new characters definitely coming into the place. Obviously, year 4 is a very unorthodox year for Street Fighter. I'm excited to see where that goes. But turning our attention to this bracket, we are now in your top 8. For those of you that are just joining us here today, we are just now getting into that top 8. Everything from here on out is best of 5, which means obviously we are going to experience the full experience here for Street Fighter 6. It's going to be awesome. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the ride.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've got some players up to the setup now. We're going to see what characters they pick. And like I mentioned earlier today, that there's a lot of character variety here. Even though we did see a Kami mirror last game, there's loads of characters, and I think we might be getting a Guile right now.
I mean, I've seen a lot of Aki, Sagat, you know, I think I saw Sim at one point as well. So yeah, it's really, I mean, we had DJ up on stream as well here, as we saw. There are so many crazy cool characters in this game, and it's really cool to see that variety, especially at a tournament like this. I don't think we've seen Mai, but I'm not gonna jinx anything just yet. It's time for game number 1 as Andre takes on Hato. It is game time here as Guile takes on Sagat, and it's really cool to see some Sagat here. I don't really often see the character, so it's nice to see him in more tournaments there, and that little combo will do a significant amount of damage. And in the corner though, a little bit of an overjump there from Andre. And Hato looking for that punish as we go right into the flash kick here as well. But the EXDP comes out here from Hato. Puts Andre in a very unorthodox position here.
Okay, nice EX flash kick right there from Andre. Now they're going to try and zone him out and then run in with a dry rush, but EXDP is going to end off the round, and that's very nicely done. Unfortunately, Andre needs to think of another way in.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going immediately for the knee. You saw the parry come out there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get anything off of it. They were still good in that position. Drive impact placed perfectly here, though, from Andre. Big hits there in the corner once again now. What's the mix? What's the pressure? What are you going to do here? No, actually, in fact, we're going to boom outside of the corner now, looking for that standing heavy kick, but unfortunately wasn't able to find it. That gives him such a good opportunity for a great punish here now. Hato in a very, very weird position right now. And again, manages to jump over looking for the sweep. No one was home.
Oh my days. The amount that this Sagat is doing right now. So they're trying to catch them with the cross-up off of the knee, and now Andre is adapting with a flash kick. But that's not going to connect, but there's no punish!
No way. Looking for that level 3. Unfortunately, it was just a little too early. That jump heavy kick right back in, but unfortunately wasn't able to capitalize it. Drive impact comes through. A couple jabs there just to condition here for some pressure. And again, that jump knee, that's all it takes, that's all you need. Don't drop this combo, drops it. EX flash kick comes out though as a response there. Hato still in this there, throwing out as many booms as we possibly can now, and again, chip damage. Yeah, it's still going to be a big factor here. That's 1-0 in favor of Andre.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the way Andre played that, because they kept on pressing the buttons knowing that the opponent was going to go into burnout there, but the projectile war is won, unfortunately, and the throw is going to come out on top for Andre.
Yeah, this is very good start there from Hato though, coming into game number 2. Immediately, loads of booms coming in. Took a little bit of significant damage, but was able to get something going into it as we were talking. Nice little air-to-air right back down, but immediately responds with an EX flash kick here. Again, parries be damned. The knee comes through there.
Oh, nice low short. Just going to try and catch them off guard, unfortunately. Tries to get the jump into air-to-air. Is won by the scat, and the dry rush combo is going to do significant damage here.
In the corner, okay.
Oh no. Fighting their way out. Wow, nicely done.
Level 1 comes out there for some extra damage there. Parry comes through. Yeah, that would be the appropriate thing to do in that situation. You would kind of hope for it to be a punish counter that way. You could actually get a kill there. Yeah. EX boom into the flash kick, condition him to come close, because one thing that Andre J's been doing a lot, especially when getting in close, is using that knee. And you're airborne. So realistically here, what you could just do is EX flash kick the entire time, or just wait until you can flash kick as a good punish there, or just, you know, look for any other type of anti-air there. So conditioning him to do that and then forcing them to just come in, it's not a great look, but Andre slowly but surely is trying to get their grip back.
I mean, yeah, you're holding the down back anyway. You could go into the Sonic Beam or the Flash Kick either way. And so you're kind of baiting the opponent in that way to, hey, can I jump in? If I can't jump in, then I'm just going to stand here taking chip damage from Sonic Booms. So, like, what can I really do here? And it's a very difficult situation for the opponent.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of chip damage there, it looks like, again, Hato completely out of meter there. It's going to take quite a decent amount of chip.
Oh, no,
stun here for Andre J. Can they get the full combo? Drive rush. Here we go. That has got to be... No, it's not, actually.
Short.
There we go. Yeah, get the overhead. As we saw them go for that low there, and Andre J keeping it real, keeping it level. 1-1 here round-wise. Final round. Andre looking to secure a game.
Yeah, that was very smart from Andre there, because what happened there, because even though they were short on the combo, it meant they kept all 3 bars of meter for this final round here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just about how you utilize it.
Yeah, really good resource management right there from Andre, but now they're going to regain some of their drive, going to try and find their way, jump in, gets the throw in the corner. Really nicely done. Going to try and find their way on the offense, but nice fight out the corner. But again, gets caught by the drive impact.
Yeah, when someone ends up completely pressing buttons and you have an opportunity to strike back, use that DI as much as you can. There we go, level 3 confirm. That's going to be all she wrote. 2-0 in favor of Andre J. And that's the confirm that you're going to want to use. And as you said before, obviously holding on to that full meter there is good for them. Great resource management overall there from Andre J. That being said, though, Hato has had some moments of brilliance here. It's not completely been a wash of sorts. I mean, they did take a round here. And the question still remains whether or not they're able to continue with that momentum moving forward, or whether or not Andre J is going to have just way too much going in. What a punish there coming out from Andre J. They're waiting for that EX flash kick to come in, so they block it, get that punish, going for the drive impact, full stun, right into the corner.
Yeah, it's looking a bit dark right now for Hato, but one thing I always say is if you can take a round, you can take a game. If you can take a game, you can take a set. So Hato still with an opportunity to bring this one back.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is doable. But right now, your own set point, at this point, you must be thinking, man, this is going to be quite hard to pull off here.
Yes.
Going for that air-to-air. Just trying something a little bit different here. We're throwing out the boom.
Ooh, jump over throw. This has happened quite a few times now, and Andre is really taking advantage off of the jumping sonic booms, but that's going to be a big punish in the corner off of the flash kick.
So good. Unfortunately, still airborne, so not going to get stunned there, but the super, also the level 1, coming out there from the Guile here at the perfect time as we go low here. Like crouch, light kick. Oh, here we go. Okay. Level 1 here again. We're trying to just abuse as much damage as we possibly can here, especially in burnout, because you don't want to deal with that chip damage yet. Stand medium kip comes in.
Jump over. Oh, they switch positions, and now you're in burnout. No way! Oh my days, the armor break is going to catch, and that's going to be the KO and the set. Congratulations to Andre, that was nuts stuff.
Yeah, great reaction there from Andre J. Brilliant stuff there going into that last couple seconds of the round. That could have been a stun in the corner, but they said, you know what, screw that. I've got my level 2, I'm going to use it, I'm going to make you pay for it. And I mean, best to do that when you have a gap as well. So great reaction time from them, because in that situation, when you get stunned and, your back's against the wall and it's not looking good, then momentum can shift and anything could have potentially happened. Hato had an opportunity to make that count. Unfortunately, all it took was the flick of the wrist.
Yep, look at the flick of that wrist.
Yep.
But here we go now. We are going into yet another set coming up very soon for you guys, so please don't go anywhere because there's going to be more Street Fighter on the way. But for now, we've yet again got to shout out the Razer Store in London. Look at these headphones, man. They don't even make these anymore, but they do make the amazing Razer Black Shark V3s, which you can pick up, which are the better version of these, to be fair, which I might do once we're finished on this comms block right here. But they are amazing. If you want to come down to the Razer Store in London and pick yourself up some amazing tech for your PC, for your sound, for your streaming setup, please do go ahead and do that, because they have some amazing stuff to pick up for you guys.
Really, really do. I mean, not only just that, we talk about headphones, but they've also got stuff like, hitboxes, stuff here like fight sticks. So, if you're here and you want to get some gear, why not stop by the Razer Store in London? So, yeah, I mean, we are still waiting for that next game to come up now. We are still in our top 8. I don't know if that's the end of our tenure just yet, because I believe we are going to be switching in and out at some point.
We are.
So we are just kind of waiting to hear word on whether or not that's bound to be the case. But so far, this bracket has been insanely good. Insanely enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure, and our amazing BTS team working very, very hard on it as well. So thank you to, of course, the amazing stream managers, TOs, and bracket runners of Iron Pride, because they have been doing an amazing job today for all of you guys. And like you said earlier, of course, follow the Twitch, follow the Twitter, and join the Discord for all the amazing upcoming Iron Pride stuff. They've been doing this for years now. I remember a couple of years ago we were in Gravity Wandsworth for Tekken 8, and that was an amazing event as well. So I highly recommend you guys come down to the Iron Pride events because they are some of the best run events in the UK, in my opinion.
I will 100% attest to that. I can very much agree with that sentiment. The team here are absolutely fantastic. Some of them are good friends of mine, so it is nice to definitely see just everybody come down for these events and just have a lot of fun with them. I mean, that's what this is all about, right? But yeah, don't go anywhere. Still a ton of Street Fighter 6 action coming out, and I believe we are having our next match just being called up now, so it's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, exciting times. You know what? Put your predictions in the chat what characters it's gonna be, because we don't know. We don't have the bracket available to us right now, but you guys can take a stab at it if you want in the chat. So we'll get to figuring out who it is in just a second. But like I mentioned, I've been seeing a lot of adaptation to the new characters today, especially Ingrid, in my opinion, because I find it so interesting how people can pick up these new characters and just get to grips with them within 1 or 2 days of play, and the most optimal things are already figured out. It's absolutely nuts how much people lab this game. Is so cool.
I think it's also just player familiarity. I mean, when you're at that level where you can just kind of pick up a character and comfortably go, oh, you know what, this is what they do. I think we owe a lot to those people in that community. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, how can somebody just pick up Ingrid and whatever? I mean, she was in other Street Fighter games. Granted, she didn't move the way she does now. No. But, I mean, you know, it's, again, that sort of familiarity with how the character should play, how the character is, and whatnot, and people just being able to optimize it. And, again, as you said before, lab monsters, right? I mean, they exist. They're everywhere. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, you don't often play Street Fighter as much.
I don't,
but,
not as much.
You've seen Ingrid, you've seen what Ingrid can do. Thoughts on the character, or?
I think she's really fun, in my opinion. I'm loving the lasers. I'm loving all of the stuff she can do, and I'm especially loving her taunt with a little mascot coming out, and she can go Dark Ingrid as well.
Dark Ingrid
love that.
Insane, man. Insane. If you're able to pull that taunt off somehow, you know what? Kudos to you, man. But yeah, genuinely a very fun character. I've seen her being played quite a bit. I don't think we've seen her much in bracket, which is completely understandable. I mean, she is still very new. But I have seen a lot of people giving the character a try, a lot of really fun combos. Yeah, I think she's going to be interesting to fight against, for sure.
Yes.
I haven't had a lot of experience playing her. I've only played her a couple times in ranked, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, this character is something else, right? But obviously my experience differs from everybody else's, so I'm interested to see how she shakes up tournaments, and if she does shake up tournaments, it'll be interesting to see that for sure. Yeah, I mean, Street Fighter is in a pretty funny place right now.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about this game, but especially with the announcement, as you were mentioning the other day, with a ton of new characters coming in, one from the World Tour mode, and then, of course, Tifa coming in later on. And that is going to be very interesting, because I love seeing new characters come into fighting games as well, because they represent new cultures, right? And different fighting styles that may have not been added to the franchise before. It can really be a big shake-up when you have characters that you haven't actually seen before in a franchise come out and change up the dynamic of how the game plays.
I mean, Yasmin is a character I have my eye on.
Yeah.
She's got, from what I'm hearing, a karambit, so very different playstyle to your average fighting game character, I think, or I hope. And I'm very excited to see what she brings to the table. I think she is the first DLC character to come out the end of this year, I think.
Yes.
I could be very wrong on that fact. It could be her, and then I think it's Arjun, then Tifa, then Bosch. So, like, I'm very excited to see what she does. Arjun kind of confuses me a little bit, because obviously we haven't seen a lot of the character. Obviously, they were just announced.
Yes, of course.
But assuming he has a direct connection to Sim or Dalsim, I'm interested to see how he differs in that sense. I think he's obviously a lot more of a bulkier character by the looks of it. I'm interested to see how that goes. Bosch, if you played the World Tour mode, you know what this guy's about, kind of. You know, I still have to finish it, admittedly, I'll be honest. Yeah, I've not been touching World Tour. I should, though. But yeah, it should be really fun to see. And then obviously we've got Tifa, who, in my honest to God opinion, is going to be really fun.
I mean,
she's going to be a very aggressive, rush-downy sort of character, and I'm here for it, man.
People have been clamoring for Tifa in a fighting game for years and years now. Yeah. Since I was a little boy in the arcades, people have wanted Tifa in a fighting game, and I am very excited. I mean, she technically already is in a fighting game, Final Fantasy Dissidia, if that counts, but maybe not. Some of you, it might not count.
You know,
it is an arena fighter, but we'll see.
I like Dissidia, so I'm going to say I'm going to count it as a fighting game.
Yeah.
I mean, anything by NT, I'm not.
Okay. So,
I can't say I'm a big fan of NT, but anything else.
Okay.
You got me.
But yeah, people have been clamoring for her in a more traditional fighting game sense for a very, very long time.
Oh.
And it looks like we're in our game. It's going to be Elena versus the Ingrid, actually. So we were just mentioning about the Ingrid.
Pax and Joker, obviously two very, very skilled players here. Loses round 1 of our top 8 right now. And again, yeah, as I said before, we haven't seen a lot of Ingrid. First time we're seeing her in a bracket here today, obviously. And I'm actually kind of excited to see how this goes down. I don't think I've ever seen a matchup quite like this before. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and charge up those stocks there. And here we go now. Okay, all right,
Okay,
we're right back into
we're
it.
right back.
Yep, just had a little bit of an issue, but we're right back into the action here. And again, we saw earlier on Joker winning that first game, had it completely down there, but brilliant counter here coming out from Pax. Gets a nice bit of damage here in the corner, from out of the corner there. Still has a lot of drive to work with here too, but a little bit of health here, and it's not going to be in their favor if they go a little bit too far ahead though. Joker, obviously, having all the time in the world to play with whatever, throw out a projectile, no need for you to overcommit. And there we have it, right down to the wire.
Done. Now Pax trying to find their way in with his long limbs and playing around that neutral now. We'll see what's happening. Low check, but gets whiff punished. Nicely done for Pax.
Yeah, Pax trying to keep their distance. And that's kind of what you want to do here. You want to space out as much as you possibly can. Don't get too overzealous against a character like Ingrid, because we've seen once you get caught with one laser, the rest is history. You go bouncing off the walls, go bouncing off the floors. Projectile gets thrown out here looking for that sweep. No one was home. But again, at a safe distance here, Pax able to get in close here. Beautiful work now. Kicks right into the corner here. Pressure so good there as they get the full combo overhead. What mix here coming out from Pax now.
Okay, jump in. Gonna try and get the cross up. Nice throw into the corner. We'll see what's happening. Nice right rush combo off of the low check. And that's going to be spending the meter to get as much damage as possible.
It's raining light right down into the corner here, and it might be a little too bright for Pax to deal with there. Beautiful shimmy, great punish there. And once again, Joker's just pulling him down, right down to the ground here. Beautiful work there from Joker.
Nicely done there. Now straight into another game. I do think, I'm not sure if we're still in top 8.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, brilliant news.
Yep. This is still, again, this is game 3 now, so we are in that top 8. Still playing that best of 5. And again, this is kind of what you want to do as Ingrid. You kind of want to keep your distance. You have the tools to do so as well.
Yes.
And then when you do, when someone makes a mistake where they end up pressing a button too early or too late, you can go ahead and get a great punish here. And that's exactly what Joker's been doing.
Oh.
That's exactly how Joker's been able to capitalize so well here today against Pax. That being said, though, Pax has had some success, obviously, with that pressure, but just no real surefire way of getting in close there. Beautiful backdash there, manages to get the throw off of that whiff punish. And again, now just being very, very careful on how they want to go about this. The block there, low profiling.
Fake. Nice air to air there. That's going to be the knockdown. Going to find their way in. Nice counter hit, but yet again, nothing too much being done there. The throw going to push them back into the corner, and they're going to spend the drive to get as much pressure as possible.
Yeah, that's kind of what you want to do there. The throw, though, kind of gives you indication that you don't want to end up pressing too much there, and a great punish there from Pax. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize.
Oh, no.
We use the EX12 into the super here now, and again, that's going to be so much good damage here. Full combo
kill?
laser onto the ground. Yeah, and as you said before, just falling a little too short.
Oh my days. Just trying to play around that neutral now, find a way in. A little bit of footsies, good duck, that's it.
Oh my god. Literally just whiffed the grab by a pixel. Almost had the round handed there, but Joker again now, set point now.
Yes. Okay.
Can they get the job done? We'll throw out the projectile here, and again, going up for the jump. Pax was able to just about space it very nicely there. Forward heavy kick coming into clutch.
Playing around the back then, nicely done. Trying to find their way in yet again with those long limbs, but ooh, just blocked. Nicely done there from Joker.
Yeah, very nice place there very nice play there, sorry, from Joker. As we jump right back in, get the throw. Brilliant break there from both. Pax looking for that big hit in. You can see them going for those big kicks, looking for that stand heavy kick. Beautiful, beautiful thing going underneath the projectile.
Oh, no way.
Jump heavy kick right in there. Joker manages to find something.
Oh, perfect parry. Okay, this is going to be comboed off. Has 3 meters as well to utilize, so very nicely done here. Critical art on the horizon there. Are they going to spend it?
Yeah, that's the question. Will they be allowed to, I think, is an even bigger question right now. Pax, wow, what a cross-up there.
Well, that should be it, really.
That should be it. And they're still alive. It may still be tournament point, or sorry, set point for Joker. But still tournament life to fight for here in favor of Pax. If they're able to get this, they're able to keep themselves alive, and we do go to game 4. And if not, and it was a battle well fought. Great throw there to start us off here from Joker as we get the tech.
Yeah, they've been on top of these throw breaks right now. Very well done from Joker. They've been very consistent at this.
And manages to find a way through. Great pokes there from Pax. Keeping us alive here in the corner. 11 hits of great pressure there. But again, all it takes is one little hit into the EX12. Throwing out the super here as well for some extra damage there. Beautiful work there from Joker. Conditioning so well, but a great whiff punish here from Pax. Can we still maximize the damage here even without drive meter?
Oh, no.
Again, two whiff grabs here and attack there. Not looking good there for Pax as they managed to get another anti-air. Great air-to-air in the corner here as well.
Okay, gonna try and jump in, get the cross up. Nice jump back punish counter there. But now, Pax in a dangerous situation in the corner. Gonna get stunned by the drive impact, and does the crash. Needs to still get up, but fights their way out.
Very well. Slam right down, the throw. Pax. Yeah, again, just super, super unfortunate, but gotta watch your toes, man. You gotta watch your toes. But in a tense situation quite like that, sometimes you're just like, all right, maybe I should block high. Only so much you can do when you have a little bit of health to play around with. And GG's to both players. Well done to both.
Yes, very well played by both players there. They played exceptionally well, and you know that was the loser's side as well. So that was a tournament run ended, unfortunately. But I'm very excited to see what's coming up in the rest of the top 8, which, you know, is coming up soon. Please do not go anywhere. It's going to be an exciting time for the rest of the top 8.
I believe we're still covering losers, if I'm not mistaken. And then going forward, we are trying to think. I don't know what the situation is with our switches, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We are currently still running through that losers bracket. So.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm sure our amazing BTS team will let us know as soon as possible what's happening with that. But while we're waiting, please do go ahead and check out the Iron Pride Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join us on the Discord as well. Loads of amazing fighting game goodness for you in multiple different formats in the future as well. As you know, this is one of the best TO teams in the UK, so please do come along and find out what Iron Pride is doing next.
Yeah.
But here we go, we've got our next two players up. So we'll see what characters they're playing and what's occurring with these two.
Should be a good watch here. I mean, every single match that we've had so far hasn't really been a straight watch. We've all had very, very close matches, a couple rounds being taken here and there, so I'm not expecting, anything different. I'm expecting, hopefully, a lot more closer matches as well as we go into this. And keep that momentum running, because we have had some pretty fun matches here so far today. I mean, we're seeing Terry come out. That's going to be interesting to see. Haven't seen Terry this top 8 yet, so...
No, I haven't seen Terry much this tournament generally, to be honest with you.
We had a couple. We had a couple. We had one or two of them in the early stages of the bracket. One of my boys played him. He's like, I don't know how to play against Terry. So I get it. But here we go now. Jester Power takes on Khan here in our losers round 1 here again of top 8. And here we go now. Immediately, great combo into the flash kick here to get some crazy good damage here. But do sacrifice quite a bit of that OD meter here as well now. We get that stand medium kick as well, just to go ahead and keep Khan out of range.
Okay, here we go now. Low checks, they're just going to be trading the projectiles at full screen for now, but finally they walk in and they get caught for it.
And they do indeed.
Oh, the patience.
Yeah, patience. Yeah, good. You can punish wild charge here. It's incredibly minusless. So you can go ahead and punish that. Very good stuff there from Jester.
Okay, drive rush in, good punish there from Kane.
EX rising tackle right off of the bat. There we go into the perfect parry. Here we go now. Yep, crack shoot into the knuckle here. Again, not able to get the full combo. Unfortunately, it's not going to fully connect. And that gives Jester a little bit of time to just go ahead and push them right back out of the corner.
Yep, Jester trying to find their way back into this matchup. Nice with the low checks. But a good break there, and it's going to be a forced knockdown. Wow, that's going to be converted.
Forward medium kick into the level 1. Great selection here as we go for the overhead here, and again into that level 1, right back into it again. And now all we can do is just condition Khan as much as we possibly can here, and Jester unfortunately going to fall for that. That's a big amount of damage there.
Yep.
For Khan.
We'll jump back.
I think that was supposed to be flash kick.
Oh, likely. But the throw in the corner is going to be dangerous.
Nice,
oh, wow.
It's a power geyser, yeah. Big damage, great confirm there from Khan, turning it right back around. And honestly, if you were looking at their health bars there, it looked as if Jester had this one in the bag, but it was turned around almost immediately there. All it takes is just one small hit there. Great whiff punish there from Khan. As we go right into that rising tackle here once again into the corner now. Jester in a very weird position, great break.
Yeah, now going to be the overhead crack shoot. Gonna get the throw yet again, and this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be drive rush throw. The loops are coming. The loops are coming.
That's so unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Then instead of going for that other throw there, go for those jabs. Get that rising tackle. Make it safe instead of obviously risking the throw escape. Keeping yourself in check there. Khan showing us what for here tonight as they get game number 1.
Yeah, nicely done. That's going to be a nice conversion, actually, off of a stray hit there.
We go.
And we're going to take it to the corner. And it's very difficult to convert those ones, actually, because sometimes you get the stray hit and you don't realize you can convert it in fast enough time, and it ends up to you whiffing and being punished for it.
Absolutely. Well, these good pressure there from Khan in the corner here is just forced to give up a little bit of their health now. EX flash kick gives them a little bit of space, tells them, you know what, back away for a bit. I've got a little bit of that in me. But on the final frame, drive impact react there from Jester. Great stuff there as we take them out there for a ride. Right back down, get the cross up here. Can we get the flash kick in here as well? Yes, we can. Boom. And again, chip.
Yeah, in burnout there, the chip damage is magnified, and that is going to be a chip out victory for Khan.
Yeah, will be indeed. Go ahead and abuse the fact that he has burnout here so well, and again, Sonic Boom, such a good projectile here in this game as well, just wheeling Khan down so nicely here, and again playing on reaction there with that flash kick so well with the grab here. Great combo there from Khan. Thrown into the corner, dashes right in. Looking for quick burn, unfortunately not able to find anything there, but the EX flash kick is a response here.
Yeah, nicely done to get out of the corner there. going to be straight into the install as well.
Ooh.
But drive impact comes out and a punish counter yet again. My goodness, the drive gauge is low.
Yeah, drive reversal there from Jester, ending up pushing Khan all the way back. Ending up pushing Khan all the way back there, and a nice little way through now. Can we get our entry? Yes, we can. Chip damage is going to be a big factor, but again, now we managed to get our OD meter back now, so risk of chip isn't there though for Khan, but for Jester, things have turned around completely. We have critical art here as well. Can we confirm into it? Because it's like 40 hits. Here we go. Things have turned around here completely. What a change of events there from Khan, as that should just about do it. And a round on the board.
Nicely done there from Khan. Very nicely done. And want to see a little bit more of this. Jester with a small pickup there. Going to get the trade and going to get to convert off of it. But needs a little bit more than that because Khan's damage off of any stray hit is just so dangerous.
It is incredibly dangerous. Stand heavy kick there as well. And soar into that EX flash kick. Gave us a lot to work with there in favor of Jester, and again being pushed back here, but again risk being the OD meter starting to disappear now. And again, you don't want to be in burnout, not against Guile, that's for sure. Great spacing there from Jester. Again, doesn't matter if we use the meter now, because Chip is going to be the bane of your existence. Jester gets the game on the board.
Yes, very nicely done there. Going to be moving forward, trying to utilize these sonic booms to run it in behind them and be safe. Very nice idea from Jester. And it's one of the things you don't see Giles do that often actually, but it's really nice to mix up the timing like that.
Yeah, for sure. You see that sonic boom come in here and into that rising tackle for some extra damage here. You see Khan playing very patiently here, just waiting for them to make a big move that they can go ahead and punish, looking for that burning knuckle. I think he may have been a little too overzealous with that. Jester could punish that very nicely there on block. Gets the back throw there. Beautiful work now. And again, pressure being piled up here on Khan. What they can do here is a couple big kicks there. Manages to send them in a bit of a frenzy.
Yeah, low checks now. Going to get the fuss up, but gets caught. Unfortunately, that's going to be a huge punish.
Yeah. All of a sudden, things are looking different. Jester has just one more to make this 2-1. Pushes all the way to that game 4 now. Right, nice little combo there coming out from Jester. Great confirm.
Yep, okay. Gonna get the low check. That's gonna be comboed off. Big damage here.
Insanely good damage here as well. Looking for that quick burn there, but brilliant parry. There we go. Punish counter throw here as well. That's going to do a significant amount of damage there in the corner. Quick burn, unfortunately, doesn't get anything off of it. Khan now stuck in the corner. Great parry, great reversal there from Khan, but unfortunately, again, no punish. There's so much you can realistically do in that situation there. The throw comes out now.
Try rush in, going to try and get the pressure.
Oh, man.
Nicely done, repeats it, but in burnout, unfortunately, so can't extend too far.
Oh, no way! Got caught pressing the button. That's crazy.
Wow.
Bang! It's going to be a lot of damage here. The question is now, can we capitalize? Install, interesting, okay. Wasn't too sure about that one, but again, I think we're just going to, use it to chip away at the damage there. Install's going to disappear here very nicely. Good parry!
Flash kick!
But the flash kick came out a little too early, and Khan was able to punish brilliantly now, and we're at final round here. Game 3 could go either way between these two players.
Oh my goodness, it is time. The trade in the air, now trying to play around the low short after the drive rush. The perfect parry is going to get punished, and the throw is going to get countered straight back into the corner with you.
Yeah, exactly, and there we go now. Set up the projectile there as well for a little bit of like, hey, what's he going to do? Mix it up there with the EX flash kick there as a great anti-air as well in the corner now, and immediately pressure in favor of Jester here so well. Buster Wolf, brilliant parry. Instead of blocking, it gets the punish counter throw here now in the corner. It's all Jester's game to win. Here we go. Chip away, my friend. And Khan, unfortunately, falls down as Jester makes it 2-1.
Yes. Now Jester 1 round away from moving further on in the bracket. The shorts are now coming out. And the thing is, these lows are finally starting to get figured out by Jester Power. And that's where they're getting a lot of value. They're finally holding down back.
Agreed.
And Kane, you know, is not getting as much value off of the counter hits.
100%. Look at this now, they're in burnout here as well here, so, and we all know that Sonic Boom is so good here. Stand heavy kick into that flash kick. Oh, the stun not going to actually end up hitting because again, it's a little too far away, so.
Unfortunate.
Here we go now. into the crack shoot. Maybe no, actually, we're just kind of waiting. There we go. EX flash kick here immediately. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the round. No, it's not.
Wait,
Hold
whoa,
on.
whoa,
Wow. Wasn't able to get the full confirmed punish counter backdoor here once again.
Wow.
And Jester somehow was able to turn it right back on its head just by one mere mistake.
Yeah, don't give up until it says KO on the screen. Just the power epitomized that right there, and is now 1 round away from moving on and losers.
Absolutely. Jabs coming through there, level 1. Try to get as much damage as we possibly can here as well. Now just keeping Khan at range. Doesn't want to get in close. Doesn't want to allow them to get in close there, but again, that light kick, the crouching light kick manages to get their way in. Nice little
Good
attack.
break. Ooh, they're just playing some footsies right now. The cross up finds it, but that's it.
Oh no, wait! I don't know if that was supposed to be flash kick, but then able to recover there again with that throw. Jumping a little too high can be a little bit crazy, but when you do that, I don't think you can really react to something as unorthodox as that. But congratulations, obviously, to Jester Power, who played really well, and Khan, obviously, was able to adapt incredibly well there, and it came down to a game of just pure footsies. That's all it took after the meters were gone. You take away everything else, it came down to nothing but pure genius. But I believe that is the end of our tenure here today. Thank you so much for joining me, Hako, on commentary. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching our block, and we're going to go ahead and transition over to our next group of commentators. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Iron Pride FGC 2026 here at the Razer Store, in support with Capcom themselves. All Street Fighter 6 today, and it's been an absolute electric atmosphere, wouldn't you say so?
Oh, 100%, absolutely. It's been amazing. We've had some crazy matches here throughout the bracket, and even our top 8 is shaping up to be one of the most spicy top 8s I've seen in a minute. Richie, it's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too, Asura. It's been nice. It's nice to be back on the desk with you.
Yeah. I mean,
figuratively speaking.
Yeah, figuratively. I mean, we were just doing this a couple of weeks ago. Now we're back here again, but this time for Street Fighter 6. And yeah, honestly, this game it's just so fun. It's so fun to watch. It's so fun to get involved in.
100%.
And I'm just excited to see how the rest of this bracket will shape out to be.
Well, what would you say would be like some of your highlights that you've seen today so far in terms of like the atmosphere, the tournament?
I think overall the tournament's been quite calm. Like, everyone's been really chill, everyone's been really like laid back about the way that things have gone, and it's been a really nice and welcoming environment overall. So that's kind of like my main highlight, I'd say. Yours?
I'd say like the character diversity.
Yes.
Speaking of which, new character Ingrid on the screen right now. As we're going in, Jokers, putting in the work. Getting those Suncrest set up and spent using like laser beam or unibeam. Sorry. Like as FGC have coined it, putting in the work. But they have put themselves into burnout state right now, and they are going to get punished. They're going to get stunned straight into the wall. So Adam H, slither of HP. Can they pull it back?
Yeah, that's a good question there. I'm not too sure because the throw comes in here just throughout the combo. Joker able to get rid of their health there. But Ingrid, one of those characters where it is going to be quite hard to get close into. But as I say that light kick just, I'm getting Adam the key to the kingdom there. Back throw, beautiful stuff there from Joker, keeping them in the corner here, and again, just trapped. There's only so much that you can realistically do here.
Well, not able to punish the throw attempt, but they're able to get a throw off themselves, put them back into the corner, but that Spiral Owl saves them, puts them out, and now they're going to be sending Joker back into the other side of the corner. They're going to take back their turn, drive rush in, trying to bait out any attempts to just force a mistake out, but neither side is biting, so playing a bit of a footsie games right now. Neither side wants to attempt to go a bit overzealous, otherwise mistakes will be made, and back throw to start things off.
You know, especially I think if you're in Adam's position, you absolutely don't want to be too overzealous against a character like Ingrid, who can just kind of keep you at bay, right? She's great in the mid-screen, she's great on just zoning in general, and when she catches you, she catches you.
Oh,
and as we have seen just then, off of a whiff punish itself, we go right into the critical art, and that is going to be game.
So yeah, that's going to be game number 1 for Joker's Joker. So good start, you know, representing Ingrid. I love this character. I think she's
she's
so
awesome.
cool. I think, you know, most people might not enjoy it because, you know, that magical fantasy-esque type of archetype. I love it, and I enjoy seeing, you know, what people are able to bring. it's a shame that not many more people are playing her.
I think it's also, the character has just kind of come out, so character familiarity isn't all there at the moment, and I think that's one big thing that a lot of people are going to obviously, you know, be put off by. Also, Twitter combos have been kind of scaring people into playing against this character. People immediately look at what people do on Twitter and go, ah, man, like, I got to deal with that on ranked. Like, I don't want to have to do that. But yeah, right now at the moment here, Adam H starting off with a very strong round here, completely changing what would happen in that previous game here. But again, you just have to be very careful against a character like Ingrid. Cammy obviously benefits from being up close and personal in your face, so you have to just basically water down Ingrid as much as you possibly can.
That is exactly that, Adam. You know, he's got the character to pilot, you know, if you want to be up in their face and just suffocate them in a vacuum, but Ingrid, she has the tools to keep you away.
Yeah.
But Adam's going to start things off with a nice EXDP, but good parry. But that drive-by is being expended now. They're in burnout all of a sudden, so this is a very dangerous situation for them to be in. And that is going to be the round going to Joker's Joker, so they are going to be putting themselves on to, you know, game points, you know, as we're going into our top 8 now. Best of 5s, first of 3s. Nice unit to start off with, and going to be teleporting, setting up themselves with that extra sun press, you know, got to make sure you get them set up. And now that level 2, ooh, that drive reversal is not going to be hitting.
Not going to be enough.
Good bait.
Very good bait there coming out there from Joker. Setting up some great pressure here in the corner. Once again, the jump heavy kick, brilliant shimmy out of the way there. Great stuff. And again, now we're abusing the drive, but it's in their favor. Perfect KO as the overhead comes out there. Joker looking very much primed and ready to go. That's game 2.
That it is, and now as things are starting off, Adam H is going to be going all things green, baiting out the parry. Nicely done from Adam. You know, not putting Jokers into a false sense of security, and they're just going to take this inch and turn it into a mile.
My God! Wow.
What you could do, I can do better.
Literally, it is literally just that. Fair play to Adam H, bringing it back with the perfect of his own. Dive kick comes in, and again, just jumping around here, trying to play this as safe as possible, because again, you don't want to get too overzealous against Ingrid, who can just punish you for being way too close. As I said before, their punish counter, jump heavy kick there. Brilliant stuff. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize, but for Adam H, an opportunity to get a nice bit of mileage here. Back throw here, and that's all you.
It is nice start for Adam H, you know, putting the pressure onto Jokers, because right now, if Jokers wins, they continue their run in the loser's bracket, and they will send Adam packing. Now we're going to get the level 2 set up. Is Adam going to bite? No, they're not. Oh, the little shimmy is just trying to bait something out, but neither side is just going to go for anything. Throw manages to connect, and then the back throw from Jokers to put Adam into the corner, but they do not want any of it.
Yeah, I think one thing that you may have realized here on that level 2 is you probably want to go for the throw. You probably want to condition them to be like, all right, cool, I'm going to try and at least give myself a bit of a go for the throw as a safe option, but I think worked out very well there in Joker's favor. But right now, right back here into the corner now, and as we can see, they're just being very patient on trying to react to what Adam was going to do there, and they were perfect on it there, as Joker is just one away from sealing the setup.
That they are. The pressure is definitely mounting on Adam right now. and it's not looking like it's going to be going their way. Joker's got all the momentum, and they've got everything going in their stride. They're in full control of this battlefield right now, and Adam is just trying to find any option to go through, but nothing is working. They're getting caught by the anti-airs, they're getting caught by the throws, and if this keeps going, Adam is going to be out. And is there anything that they can do?
No, I don't think so, but I mean, we can try and get a couple of hits in, try to be as aggressive as possible, but then when you're in a situation like this where you get hit with EX12 into that level 2, there's only so much you can do. Level 1 comes right out, and we're going to go ahead and end it in style up in the sky, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Nicely done for Jokers continuing their run in the losers bracket. So commiserations to Adam. You are unfortunately out of the bracket, but you have made it into your top 8. You have secured, that top 8 placement. So do not, be too hard on yourself, buddy. Considering the competition that there has been today, getting that top 8 spot, fantastic work.
And especially, as we said before, character unfamiliarity with Ingrid, a character that literally just came out not too long ago. Again, in a matchup like that, you have probably played a couple times, but everyone plays that character differently. So again, kudos to getting into that position. Obviously, Joker with a brand new character now moving on further into our top 8. It's going to be a very, very exciting thing to see as we move on into our next set. We're just waiting for that to get set up, though. And we are ready for some more Street Fighter 6.
That they are. So, in terms of, I want to go back to character diversity, because considering how many people were here today, I personally was very surprised. I don't think we've actually seen a My player.
No.
Period.
No. Surprisingly,
which is quite
we haven't.
surprising.
Yeah, we've seen every other character aside from Mai, which is actually kind of nice. I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
But generally, I think it's such a breath of fresh air to see all these new characters, all some of these characters that we do see at a high level come into play here. Obviously, Sagat was here quite a lot. That's a character you see at high level quite a lot of the time here. You see, we've seen Ryu a couple times here. Another character you see at high level. Jury was played a little while before as well there. Rashid over there, Ed was also played at one point. There is just so many different characters that we're seeing coming into fruition here, and it's just really cool to see. But speaking of character variety, we've got 2 characters here, or should I say 2 of the same. It is Guile versus Guile. Hato taking on, and I believe, is Jester Power as well. So this is going to be one hell of a matchup.
Same trim, same outfits. Basically the same guy,
Same guy, man. Same guy.
Same Guile.
Same Guile. Same Guile, bro.
Apologies
Same
for the puns. But as we get things started off, Sonic Boom to start things off, would you expect anything different?
Nah, not particularly, I'll be honest. Especially in a matchup like this. What do you expect them to do? Drive rush, heavy punch? No, I want them to Sonic Boom immediately, round start here, and a great punish counter there. And we're just trying to whittle down here on some chip damage. We're trying to at the very least now. And Jester Power on the back foot here as Hato is just constantly playing with his food there as they get the lows. Beautiful work from Hato.
Nicely done from Hato. Taking the initial control of the match, but I think as time is slowly going on, Jester Power is starting to creep their way back in, but Hato keeping them at arm's length, quite literally at this point. So, this is probably the most Guile match there is, right?
Yeah,
what is there really to say?
It's about as Guile as it's going to get. You throw out a ton of different Sonic Booms, you try to wait. He's jumping, EX flash kick, or just regular flash kick. Or I could crouch heavy punch it. You could do pretty much anything, and I feel like this is kind of what we expected. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, brilliant anti-air there coming out there from Hato, and again, just it's about basically Goose taking that space first. That will basically have a lot more control here in Pow Pow Cafe. Hato going to double up there on that Sonic Boom, waiting to bait out the parry there, and again, not going for the throw there, but instead wanting to opt for some pressure here, Panda.
Yeah, they are. There's a good attempt from Jester Power to try and get the cross-up, but nothing coming out of fruition, as the Sonic Booms are just getting nice drive rush into overhead, into flash kick. Starting to see a few more combos, but now we're going back to Guile's bread and butter. That Sonic Boom.
That Sonic Boom, baby. Great projectile there, and again, continuously keeping that pressure alive. Both of these players.
This is elite.
This is amazing. Right now. This is what you would expect in a Guile duo, honestly.
This is top 8 Guile material right now.
I know they're smiling right now. For a fact, they're smiling right now. Great reversal here coming out though. Hato now on the back foot as Jester is able to get them in the corner. Now, what is the pressure option that they're going to go for here? Jumps out. I think was maybe looking for that flash kick, but wasn't able to find it here. Now, as we get the low, go for the throw, keeping it nice and simple here, Panda.
Keep it simple, stupid. Good old KISS acronym, right? Oh, nice. A couple jabs into flash kick, and now Hato is going to take the first game. Okay, so 2 more to go.
2 more to go.
I'm so excited for all these Sonic Booms that are about to come out.
There's so many that I couldn't even count.
No, God forbid we tried to do a Sonic Boom counter. I think
Yeah,
I think we're already in double digits.
Yeah, I think we're already way past 20 for sure. Nice, here we go.
Nice.
There, EX Flash Kick comes out. There was a great interruption there from Hato, keeping just the power here at bay. And again, does have more health, so you want to make sure that you're keeping that resource to yourself. Crouch heavy punch here, beautiful anti-air there. Again, just playing this very patiently, trying to make sure that one of them gets way too overzealous here. Great counter there with the EX Sonic Boom. Here we go.
we are.
There's the confirm.
5 hits. I think that's the highest number we've seen on the Gale combo so far.
Maybe.
So now as we're going into round number 2, Jester Power getting a little bit more aggressive now. They kind of just want to get into the face of Hato. I think they've had enough of, being at arm's length. I think they want to just, get right in there, get all meaty, bring the power to their face.
Exactly. Well, these guys are scrapping now a lot more here. They're getting a lot more aggressive, as you can clearly see. I mean, Jester didn't want to waste any time. And we were seeing cross-ups, things that we didn't even see in that previous game. So a lot more aggressive stance here from Jester Power. But that being said, has overextended quite a bit here, so Hato has been able to punish. And again, forward at medium kicks coming out here from both players just to condition each other here very nicely. And again, great opener there from Hato. Is it going to be enough to get a lot of damage? There we go. Unfortunately, not able to follow it up there. The throw comes in now. Jester Power has to be careful of what comes next. Another throw. Oh man, scary position to be in.
It is a scary position for being for Hato as well as Jester.
Yeah.
There it is. Jab, jab, flash kick, boom. All they wrote. I mean, Jester Power, they've still got the level 3, in the back pocket, but they could have opted to use it, but, no opening for them. And now as we're going back to, good old Gale gameplay, few more combos. Oh, we've hit 6 now. Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
It's the highest we're getting.
Upping the ante. Nice counter hits. Oh, nice drive rush to get in, punishing that mistake, but Hato's able to just block themselves using that level 1. Gonna get blocked in now.
No.
Jester Power
is
gonna pop that level 3. Send this man packing with the force of 1,000 winds and a boot to the face.
Yeah, absolutely incredible stuff there. And I think what was really interesting about that last round here is that Hato pressed way too much. Yeah. Way too much in that sort of scenario, and ended up getting caught out way too much there. Got punished for things that honestly shouldn't have gotten punished for. And Jester was able to go ahead and just utilize all of their resources. I mean, we even got to see the level 3 confirmed there as well. But again, pushed into the corner way too much here. And again, you don't want to end up pressing too much here. Otherwise, you're going to get punished for something you kind of don't want to get punished for. Great counter hit there from Jester, sorry. Once again, Sonic Booms here. And again, they're just playing stalemate.
That they are. Neither side wants to move an inch. And
okay, yep.
Oh, EX5 but nice parry from Jester Power.
Nice.
Good reactions. Peak gameplay right now. But that being said, the drive rush meter for Hato is getting incredibly low. But it's slowly starting to build up. Using the Sonic Booms for a bit of Oki, just trying to build up the pressure. But neither side is letting up, and now Hato has entered the danger zone. They've only got the level 1 to work with if they so wish to expend it. And the level 1 is going to be used by Jester Power, and Hato is going to fall this round.
Yeah, it's a round on the board there for Jester Power. 1 away from making it 2-1 there as we immediately just poke our way through that. Nice little entry here coming out from Jester Power, keeping himself alive in this matchup right now. Forward medium kick here, once again looking for that pressure. And a Sonic Boom just to keep them at an arm's length.
Yeah, they're just exchanging kicks at this point. This is a very patient game that either side are playing.
Yeah.
Like, as much as they want to keep each other's arm's lengths, like Gale has a lot of power. Even in a few hits, he can do a lot of damage. And both sides know that, and they're just waiting each other out.
Exactly. And that's all that you need to do in this situation. It's a game of mental chess, mental stack. One of you has got to make a move, and one of them's got to make it soon. But if they make a bad move, you can capitalize super nicely here. And speaking of which, they're Jester Power showing us what for. That's 2-1 in favor of our Blue Gale main. Well, the question is now, can they make it 3?
That is the question indeed, Asura. So, like you said, very much a mental game at this point. Either side needs to understand how well they can, hold down the nerves. He who stays composed the best in this matchup is going to be the one to come out on top. They're both playing the same character. I mean, I don't know about you, but whenever I play against a mirror matchup, I don't personally enjoy it because if you end up losing on that character, you might have a bit of an inferiority complex, but it leaves a bit of a sour taste in your mouth. So those who can handle the pressure better tend to come out on top. And at this point, it's going either way.
Nice.
And now good throw from Hato, keeping them in the corner. Jester Power is going to be burnt out, but they've taken the corner back with that drive impact. He's going to run straight through them, and that EX flash kick is going to seal the deal for that round.
Well, being burnt out and then obviously being hit by that drive impact here gives you so much to work with. Great opening there from Jester Power. Oh, sorry, from Hato. And again, a couple counter hits there working out in Hato's favor there as they're able to get a little bit of damage right back into neutral here again as we're throwing out these projectiles. Parry comes through, but you saw the whiff grab, no punish. They were very, very close, but I don't think they were anticipating it. And one thing you mentioned earlier on is, yeah, it is just that crazy mental toughness that you have to have in these sorts of situations. One thing, especially in fighting games that I found here, is especially when you're playing very, very patient characters, a lot of the time you have to just keep a very neutral head as much as you possibly can, especially in duos. And here we go, confirm into that level 3 off of the flash kick. And Jester Power keeps themselves in the running with only just one more game to move them to our losing semis.
Yeah, Jester Power looking really composed, especially in that last sequence when they're in the corner. Oh, nice flash kick start from Hato, predicting that Jester Power is going to be going in. And have a taste of your own medicine, Jester, because I'm about to dish it back to you tenfold. So that's a lot of damage coming out. About just over like 60% of their health bar. Being eliminated.
My God.
And Hato is just looking to take the full thing in a perfect fashion. Nicely done from Hato. We're going into our final game.
This is game 5 now. First game 5 of the top 8, I believe, here today. So, testament to show you that these two players are just not trying to give each other an inch here, because they could run away with a mile. And again, Jester Power now on the back foot health-wise here, trying to use those parries as much as they possibly can. We've seen a couple EX booms here as well from Hato. Speaking of there, managed to get in close, but just not able to capitalize. Standing heavy kick doesn't come through there. Nice little empty grab there. As we get the back fist here, punish counter, beautiful work there from Jester Power.
Nice
not going to be enough as we manage to get the sweep. Drive reversal comes out.
Oh, nice level 1 to punish them. Nice reactions. Hato still in burnout, in that burnout state. Very dangerous. That chip damage is still going to chip away at their health bar. And they're in the corner now. This is very dangerous. And now they're stunned. Yeah. That's going to be the round going to Jester. And now they put themselves onto series point. Hato still has a bit of fight left in them.
Oh no!
Nice bait!
With EXDP there. Big punish coming out from Jester here as well. Massive bait from them. Jester Power looking primed and ready to go here, but again, full drive meter now has been burnt out. You have to be worried here about blocking, because again, you are now susceptible to chip. OD completely gone. Only so much that you can realistically do here in this situation now. And again, subjective to just having a lot of chip be thrown in your position there. Jabs into that flash kick. Second one coming out here. Just the power on the back foot.
And they managed to get themselves back into their drive state. I initially thought that getting themselves into burnout didn't really accomplish much, because in terms of HP wise, relatively the same. But even in that burnout state, Hato able to come back on top. Jester Power, trying to find an answer, but nothing is coming to fruition. So we are going into our final round of our final game of this set.
Man, I mean, it's come down to this, right? An absolutely insanely stacked game here today between these two players. Neither one of them really wanting to give each other a way through to that next round there. And again, final round, and Jester Power going all out there with that flash kick here as a combo ender now right back into the corner here, and again just trying to jail Hato. Here we go, finds a way in. Level 3 is still available. Get that confirmed. Here we go. Jumps through, bait off of the drive reversal there, and that's the punish that you need. Jester Power seeks victory.
Congratulations, Jester Power. You keep your run going in very patient fashion as well, might I add. I think that was probably one of the longest sets that we've had on stream today.
100%. Easily.
Can you say it's down to the character matchup? 100%.
Character matchup had a huge factor to play in that, man.
But congratulations, so Jester Power, you make your run. Commiserations to Hato. Your run ends here, but again, that top 8 placement, you cannot be too hard on yourself. Fantastically done.
Yeah, Bowser, as I believe, at 7th place, which again, still very, very good. We had, I believe, 50+ people invited or at this tournament here today. So, I mean, there you go, man. Like, it's still a pretty big feat to pull off, especially getting into that top 8. But, I mean, again, a matchup like that could have gone either way. I genuinely could have gone one or the other way. It literally just came down to small nuances in that matchup. and just one person ended up having to walk away. Only one guy could keep moving forward, you know. So
well, now that they've got the torch now passed on to them.
Yeah.
They've got to carry this torch now throughout the rest of the bracket. Can they continue the run, or will that flame dissipate and die out?
Good question. Very, very good question. Yeah.
I think with this next match, I think we're now going to be going into the winners' final. I think we're going to go into the winners' final. So one of these two contenders is going to be finding themselves in that top spot in the grand final on winner's side. You know, always a nice place to be in. You know, it's always nice to be on the winner's side of the grand final.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You know, it makes I want to say the tournament less stressful. I mean, you're still in the tournament. It's going to be stressful regardless. But you have that safety cushion, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you from experience, Grand Finals is one of the most stressful things ever. Especially coming from the loser side. But in the winner side, you can't get too complacent.
No.
It's one thing I've noticed that a lot of players will obviously tend to do is they have got a lock in. And you can't get too complacent. You can't be like, all right, calm, I'm just going to like throw stuff out and whatever. And just be relaxed because, you know, I got 3 games. You know, I got 2 sets to lose. No, don't do that. You have 1 set to win. Like, you've got to make sure you get that.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, while you are in a very comfortable situation, you can never be too sure because sometimes people have crazy power-ups going into Grand Finals and it's like, oh.
Yeah, some people come in with that plot armor.
Yeah, genuinely. And from the loser side coming in like they're Goku and it's like, oh, man.
It's like, oh, well.
I've got to hold that. Nothing I can do. Here we go.
Character select now. Kami versus Sagat.
This is going to be good.
This is going to be good. Sagat, you know, quite a staple now in high-level Street Fighter, and he's made a name for himself. He always has, but more so now.
Yeah.
With his return, the king is back essentially.
Yeah. Very, very much so a staple in the higher level echelon of Street Fighter 6. And Andre and Shaq's winners finals, these 2 players are absolutely amazing to watch here. And I'm very excited to see which one of these 2 come out on top. So those that don't know, Shaq's is currently our #1 seed, is set to go into that grand finals. But can Andre put a stop to their run? Let's find out now as we get the punish counter immediately here in that game. And a great DP to start us off here now. Into the throw, off of the drive rush there instead.
Nicely done, going into the drive rush, trying to just put it again. Oh, but the throw coming out by Shax. Not opting to keep them in the corner, which is an interesting move, and now that's allowed Andre to just capitalize. A nice bait on the throw, closing out the round quite convincingly. And all of a sudden, you can kind of see that shift in the way that you know, the performances from these competitors, like the level that they play at, is very much more mind games and punishing those small mistakes. Quite like Andre has just done now, drive rush into overhead, not able to connect. Nice throw from Shax, putting them into the corner. Oh, but that knee is going to find a lot of damage. But Shax is going to find some of their own.
Yeah, I think it also comes down to just plain patience, especially against a character like Sagat, who has big hitboxes, insanely good offense here. Especially when you're playing a character like Kami, you've got to be very careful not to get too overzealous, especially because of how big his legs are as well. So you'll want to try and basically play footsies with Sagat as much as possible and not do anything too crazy. Hooligan comes out, though. Beautiful work as we go into the spiral arrow, but again...
Those arms aren't long enough, unfortunately.
Yep.
Kami, she's a small woman. A nice, perfect parry. Now this is a good opportunity for Shaq to deal a lot of damage. You know, they've got to try and utilize Kami as much as possible and, you know, optimize the damage because you're quick, but you gotta get those hits in. And now Andre has got the corner, and he's gonna keep Shax there with those big arms, those big legs. He's gonna keep them in, and that throw is gonna just seal them in the corner. Blocks the load. A perfect parry coming out from Shax. They're gonna take the turn. They're gonna put themselves into burnout, but it doesn't even matter because that level 3 comes out, and it's gonna send this guy packing. With the critical R, I don't think it's enough. However, just a slither of HP.
Oh no!
That's not gonna hit. Blocked.
Oh my
Nicely done.
Fair.
That's gonna be game number 1 going to Shax by a hair's breadth.
Wow. I mean, fair play. Good stuff there from Shax, knowing that they could still block there. I mean, a lot of people would have just held it and eaten it, and that would have been the end of the round. That would have been all she wrote, and Andre would have ended up getting that game. But that is unreal stuff there. Great awareness there from Shax, keeping themselves alive in this match here. Gets the sweep there, going to low. Nice. Great spacing there here from Shax as well. Good punish. Right into the corner as we're going to go for the back throw now into the corner. Shax.
Oh, nice.
A throw of his own.
You know what you can do, I can do better. Trying to just dish it out, and now they're playing the patience. They're playing a little bit of footsies, they're playing the space game, and now the blows are getting traded. Oh, but Andre is going to be the one to find the initial contact. Drive rush in, nice jump. Nice connection. Oh, but that EXDP coming out from Shax. Gonna just reset them back into neutral. But that leg is so long. It just finds you from a mile away. Nice DP. Nice DP from Andre. Good reactions as well.
Very good reactions. Very solid reactions there from Andre J. Keeping us alive there as the knee comes out, and instead we're going to go for the throw right off of that. Guarantee some damage here while we can. EXDP
nice
gets
block.
caught. Great block there coming out from Shax. And
Nice
what can we do with this damage? You have the level 1. Get that regular standard combo in. 12 hits. We might go right all the way back. Try to go for the throw. No one was home.
Oh, they're just playing them out. Burnout into the stun.
Yeah. Level 1. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Shax keeping it on beat. 15 hits. Puts a round on the board. Is one away from making it 2-0.
Going into this round, Andre does have the level 3, so, you know, as things are going, Shax is taking this momentum, you know, quite spectacularly. They are going to get caught by the XDP. Going to duck under that fireball, but right now the momentum is very much going into Andre's favor. But that punish could be the start of something new, but to of no avail. Nice, perfect parry from Shax. He's been hitting these like it's just an everyday, you know, easy breakfast to eat. Very much getting into Andre's head right now. You can definitely see the way that Andre's playing. He's playing a lot more passively now.
Yeah, he definitely is. But jump heavy punch right back in there, and again Shax.
Oh,
getting that level 3, that should be it. Yeah, that has to be it. There's no way there isn't. Shax gets it, makes it 2-0. One away from moving on into grand finals here, making it difficult for Andre, but we're seeing a character switch.
That we are. I think we're going to be going...
okay, the Ryu's coming out.
Unless... Wait, a bit of... no, yeah. Okay. The old bait and... Well, I was going to say the old bait and switch, but the old bait and bait?
The old bait, right?
Yeah,
the bait. Yeah. We got baited out horribly. All right, well, let's see whether or not Andre can bait out his opponent into some punishes in this next game. Game number 3, winners finals. And right now, a couple of fireballs being thrown out, just trying to find some damage here, but we've seen some great parries here coming out from Shax, despite taking some damage. The sweep comes out as well there on the foot, goes for another one there as well there.
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
I mean, Andre had a really good start, but Shax started to just take the momentum back in their favor. Oh, nice block on the XDP. This is a really good read from Andre. That moment in the character select screen, just to, you know, compose himself, just take that moment to breathe, seems to be working out for them. And now Shax is very much in the burnt out state, and as they approach that corner, nice reactions on that drive impact, using that level 1 just to, you know, spare themselves the danger. But right now, Andre is still in the game with fight left in them.
Yeah, and you have to be. You've got to be, especially after those last 2 games, taking that sort of breath to just kind of focus up, figure some stuff out here. Andre taking time to just try and find their pickings here. And a sweep is on the table, looking for that stand. Medium punch, right, EX looking right through. The spin manages to get around the drive impact. Crazy combo coming out here from Andre as we get the full confirm, and Andre gets one on the board.
This is a really nice momentum shift to see, you know, going into Andre's favor. You know, that moment, like I said, to take the time to compose themselves has really done a number for them. And, you know, Shax, you know, they're capable of taking it all the way. They're capable of, you know, taking this round. But right now, the momentum is very much going into Andre's favor. They are putting on the pressure, and Shax is getting shaken up right now. And he's playing such a patient game. Nice block onto the drive impact with that parry. Nice sweep. It's going to win. Nice punish though. So Shax putting them into the corner. No, not going to be able to confirm on the overhead. But that throw, not going to be sending them into the corner, but it's going to be putting them into the burnt out state. But Shax, what can they do in this situation? So far, not much. Nice bait on the throw. But they put themselves into the corner in the burnt out state. Very dangerous. They're playing a dangerous game, and they're going to get dangerous rewards, and they're going to be punished dearly for it. And so, 1 game on the board for Andre right now.
Yeah, Andre definitely bringing us back very, very nicely. The question now, obviously, is can we continue with that momentum? That being said, Shax had a very close last game here. Game number 4. The ideal situation for Andre would be to push this to game 5, and don't know whether or not they still got it, but they look like they're still a lot more confident than they were before.
They've definitely got the tools in the box to send them that way, and right now they're trying to use everything in their arsenal to do so. Nice defense from Shax, just trying to wait out for anything to punish, but Andre is going to capitalize on it and use their throw to send them back into neutral.
Nice
crosser. And now Andre's got the momentum. They're going to be sending Shax into the wall. Oh, but the throw comes out, taking back the corner, and the EXDP going to put them one round away from equalizing the scoreboard, Asura.
Absolutely. One away from making it 2-2, one away from taking it all the way to game 5, but a light kick sends us into a frenzy here as Shax is able to get a full combo into a grab in the corner now, shimmying away there, giving themselves a little bit of space for that combo to hit. And again now Andre not being able to get out of this absolute vortex that is Cammy's combos. There's again pressure being applied here in the corner, but now we managed to make our way out now.
Crystal is available for Andres. Oh, and they might be able to just use it. Oh, but nice block, nice throw.
Good throw, yeah.
Can Shax find anything? Oh, this could be the start of a great comeback as they put themselves now onto series point. This final round, and Shax, if they take this round, they secure themselves a spot into winners final. But as right now, Andre could potentially cause an upset right here.
Yeah, it's all about patience here, man. That's kind of what the name of the game here is once you find that opening, go crazy with it. And Andre has been doing that so well these last 2 games. One away from tying it up. Great DP, good counter hit. Gonna get the tech there.
Oh, nice punish. Shax trying to play that same game as they always do, but Andre's read them like a book. And now we're going into that level 3. Oh, that's a lot of damage. All these kicks into your shin. That's definitely going to hurt, and you're going to be feeling that in the morning. They do have a little bit of HP left to spare, but they're very much backed up into the corner, and there's not much that they can really do. Shax is going to be walking this wire right now between life and death, and right now the score has been equalized, and Andre is going to be sending us to a 5th and final game.
Can't believe it. Yeah, maybe that's all it took. Maybe going back to the characters load screen, giving yourself a little bit of time to just chill out. That's all it was, man. But Andre doing a very good job of keeping themselves alive in this matchup here for Shax now. It's about making sure that you're able to reclaim that lead, reclaim that win. As we go for the grab, find the throw, putting Andre on the back foot there and some disadvantage now. But
nice
great
punish.
little counter hit, great, amazing punish there from Andre, sorry. It's the full combo there, and again another punish there from Andre.
This was a really good bait. Nice tech on the throw. So, nice anti-air. Momentum slowly leaving Shax's hands, but trying to reclaim it. As the level 1 is going to be sending Andre into that corner, trying to just shimmy, trying to just bait the throw, but Andre is going to find themselves a throw of their own. Ducking that fireball.
And the fireball's coming out now. Just trying to keep them at bay. And again, Andre being very, very close to just trying to find their way through. EX fireball comes out. And again,
very patient game.
Very patient game.
Oh, nicely done from Andre there. Now Andre have got themselves onto series point. All of a sudden, the momentum has shifted away from Shax and over into Andre's favor. Shax started this series off 2-0, not dropping a single game, and Andre has been clawing their way back. Nice anti-air, not going to be getting themselves punished, and now Shax has got a great opportunity to claw their way back. But right now, Andre's arms are just hitting faster, they're hitting longer, and that level 3 is going to connect.
That combo is so sick, man.
Such a good combo.
So cool.
They are going to survive, though.
Yeah, it was still a little bit of health there, and I mean, you still have your OD meter as well there, so throw escape coming up from Shax, and you can see them just trying to basically find a way through, trying to find something that works here, and here we go for the drive impact.
Nice,
beautiful punish off of the perfect parry, level 3. Is it going to be enough to level some damage here? Is it going to be enough to give Shax the momentum that he needs to get one on the board? Andre close to closing this out with the low there for the drive rush in. Here we go. Cannon spike. Andre finds another on the board.
Now both sides are in contentions of this grand finals. Only one of them will take that seat on the throne to keep it warm, and the other will have to run through the lower bracket. Who it will be, no one knows. Only time will tell. And right now, Shax has got all the momentum, but that crosser from Andre is going to keep them in the corner. Nice combo to just keep them packing. Oh, trying to get the frame trap, but the jumps are coming out. They're going to throw Shax back into the corner, into that danger zone. They go. And Sagat is going to be hitting them with that EXDP. Oh, they're keeping them in. No perfect parry coming out from Shax right there. That leg is going to keep them in the corner. Overhead is not going to connect. A punish is just waiting.
Sweet misses, and that's a great opportunity for a punish there from Andre. And again, Shax going for the back throw now into the corner now. Reversal, beautiful stuff. Drive rush out of the corner into the throw, and a reverse 3-0 there. Beautiful work from Andre J as they move on into grand finals winner's side.
Nicely done from Andre. Like I said before, the momentum was going all in Shax's favor, but from the cusp of defeat, Andre was clawing their way back from that devastating hole of despair.
It's absolutely incredible stuff, but that's what adaptation looks like.
Oh, so Joker versus Jester, the brothers.
Yeah. Oh man, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. These two are very, very, very talented players. We've got Joker Justice coming up against, Joker versus Jester coming up just a moment. It is going to be an amazing matchup again for those that don't know the history. London Classic. These men are brothers. It's going to be awesome to watch. It's going to be awesome to witness. These guys know each other in and out. That's going to be Guile versus Ingrid. Two characters that love to keep each other out, but when they get in close, that's when things really matter. So let's go into that next matchup in just a moment. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm really interested to see how this this match is going to be playing out, because Guile, they've got the sonic booms, very projectile based, whereas Ingrid, once she's got her Suncrest set up, that laser beam, that's an instant hit, so you don't want to be caught lacking, that's for sure. I think the onus is very much going to be on Jester, right?
Yes.
Adapt to the playstyle of Joker, his brother, because Ingrid has got a lot of tools at her disposal that allow her to be, I'd say, a lot more flexible compared to Guile. Guile is very, cut and dry character. Very simple game plan. He knows exactly what he wants to do. Whereas Ingrid, she's got a lot of mischief to her, per se.
Let's say, yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be interesting because these two, obviously, they play each other a lot. Sure of it. This will be one of those matchups where, you're going into it, your brother's tricks, It's going to be fun to watch. It should just be a very, very high-level Street Fighter match. And I'm excited for it. I think it'll be really, really cool to see. Though, that being said, I don't think I've ever seen Guile versus Ingrid, so this will be a first. And I'm actually kind of excited to see how that dynamic works, because I feel like it'll have to be a very patient matchup in the first place. Or Jester would have to play incredibly patient just to get this win. But I feel like we are getting ready to get set into that match in just a moment. But if you haven't already, please go follow the Iron Pride FGC Twitter and their Twitch as well, and show them some love for putting on this absolutely incredible 2-day event here in the Razer Store in London. And again, massive shout outs to the guys here at Razer for letting us use the space, and obviously Capcom as well for getting involved. This couldn't have been done without you.
Yeah, no, it's really good to see, so many people coming together to support, and organize a tournament of this scale. Yesterday we had Tekken, alongside the Tekken World Tour.
Yes, it was a TWT event.
Big event. This event isn't tied to anything specific or leading to anything major, but the support from Capcom, Razer, to help Iron Pride put on this awesome event is fantastic.
It feels big. It feels nice, and I think that the fact that the community showed up the way they did, and especially on a Sunday, like a lot of people sometimes don't like Sunday tournaments, but the fact that everyone showed up, everyone was able to help out, and you just make this tournament feel so special has been such an amazing opportunity and experience to witness. Here we go though, Battle of the Brothers, London Classic. It is Joker versus Jester. Power! Here we go, game number 1 as we go down on a trip to the beach.
That we are. Now in our next episode of Family Feud, we are going to be going down to the beach hut. And I'm going to be seeing which brother comes out on top, because, whoever comes out on top is going to be having bragging rights at the next family dinner. And right now, Jokers is going forward. But Jester Power is not going to be going down without a fight. Both these brothers, they're going to try and get into each other's heads. They're going to be throwing a few, words to each other as this game goes on, just to try and put the others off. A bit of brotherly love.
Yeah, why not, man? it's cool to see Jester playing a lot more aggressive here in this situation, kind of keeping Ingrid at bay here, and I like what I'm seeing here. Great confirms here so far as we just push them right into the corner. Level 1 comes out here, and again, throughout the boom, but the jump over here from Jester, it's not going to be enough as the EX flash kick comes out. Just going to go ahead and seal game number 1 in what was a pretty emphatic first round.
That it was indeed. So a very dominant round coming out from Jester. So Jokers, you know, needing to find an opportunity to take back the game, and they're going to be doing so right now. You know, using those combos, that are initially established, but nice perfect parry coming out from Jester, taking back the turn. Nice overhead from that drive rush, jumping in, trying to see if they can find anything to punish their sibling. But right now, both sides are playing defense quite nicely, but that DP is going to get punished from the side of from Jokers. Back into the corners, Jokers go. But can they do anything?
Yeah, I mean, this is the question here, and again, a couple DBs coming thrown out now from Joker, keeping Jester at bay now, and those projectiles now again forcing them to play in that mid-screen range, kind of play a little bit more patient now. And this is kind of what I expected to see in that neutral. And here we go now, drive rush right immediately into that sort of crouch medium kick, and unfortunately not able to find anything from it. The whiff off of the throw there into the stand heavy kick, super into that level 1 will seal the deal. Jester takes game number 1.
So Jester coming out on top in game number 1. Can the brother do anything to answer? Right now, so far the momentum is very much going into Jester's way, but the beams are coming out, getting those Suncrests, making sure that you get yourself topped up, because without those Suncrests, your game plan essentially falls apart. A lot of it does rely on, those installs, but nice perfect parry from Jester to keep things going underway, and I was not able to further extend that combo, but you're going to be able to continue dishing out the damage. Oh, but the parry is going to get baited, and everything is going Jester's way. Joker is very much on the back foot. Momentum slowly starting to shift, using that back teleport or using these EX fireballs just to cancel each other out.
Yeah, I feel like Joker's having a little bit of trouble actually getting in. We've noticed a lot that Jester's been able to control the pace of the match just from being aggressive alone. And Guile actually kind of benefits from being really aggressive, especially when you push them into a corner here. Now, EX flash kick, perfect interruption there to that string. But as I was saying, yeah, I feel like it's just going to be quite hard to deal with when you have a Guile up in your face, constantly mashing here and pressing buttons that keep you at bay. And again, that overhead finding its mark there as Jester takes yet another round. But for Joker, they're going to have to try and find a way to just break through that ironclad defense.
That they do. It's like an unstoppable force meets an immovable wall. And right now, the immovable wall is, coming out on top, so to speak. Nice, patient game coming out from Jester. Like you said, the Jester's patience throughout this bracket has been absolutely phenomenal.
Kind of has to be.
I say that, and then they're going to get caught by that level 2. So, good old caster curse coming out right now. And now Jokers, setting themselves up with some extra Suncrests, getting the third one. You can only get a maximum of 4 for those of you who are still unfamiliar with how Ingrid plays. She can get 4 Suncrests, and it can expend them at will. They change the properties of the Fireball as well as the supers as well, if she so wishes to, use them. And these little sunbursts, you could change the trajectory of them, so it kind of like changes the way that you have to like navigate how you go up against this character. But right now, Jester is finding those initial, connections. EX fireballs, but jump.
Nice.
Trying to find out, but the EX flash kick finds the initial hit. But that laser beam,
baby.
God, take a page out of Goku's book.
No, I love that laser so much. And there's something about it that just every time they let it rip, it's just so funny to witness somebody just go, huh? Because you genuinely don't expect it. You don't expect it.
I mean, it's instantaneous. The way it comes out, you barely have time to react. And if you do, someone has to check your PCs or assume that you're a robot, so to speak.
Yeah. All right, well, looking for that cross-up here, I believe. Manages to get caught on that throw there as Joker now, looking a little bit more confident from that previous round. Momentum definitely shifting here for sure. And now, again, nice little parry. Gives them a little bit of stuff to work with. Pressure here, even if it doesn't hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that level 2 is still going to hit despite the drive reversal getting parried there. That's going to be a decent amount of damage there for Joker.
Yeah, I like the way that Joker set that play up right. Using the throw, level 2, baiting out that drive reversal. played out really, really well. And you can see, you know, like the way that the match is going right now, it's all going in Joker's favor. They're playing it spectacularly well, adapting to their brother's playstyle and the way that Gal operates. Oh, but nice air throw! Now they're getting themselves into the corner, so Joker's very much in the back against the wall, but they're not down and out. Oh, but that jump, but not anymore to punish.
Yeah, scary position here if your name is Jester. Power is again, no more OD meter, complete burnout, and a projectile again off of the pressure, more than enough to whittle down that last piece of health. As Joker manages to find yet another one on the board. So it's 1-1 currently between these two players. Nice little attack here as we start our next game.
Oh, a nice use of the drive rush to get things started. Joker's trying to keep the brother into the corner, but Jester is not trying to have any of it. Trying to find any options to get themselves out, jumping, but not giving them the space to breathe. Nice back throw to put them in. Hopefully you like your taste of your own medicine. Jester says to Joker, I have to assume the conversation that they're having in their head right now. But, you know, I'm not psychic, unfortunately. I can't assume all.
Ooh. Standing heavy kick here as well, just manages to poke through there as the EX Sonic Boom comes out now. Just enough OD meter to expend those EX moves here, and Joker slowly but surely building back here as they're able to zone out just a little bit here, keeping Jester at bay, forcing him to play this really long game. Neutral, as I say that though, again, interrupts the string there with the EX flash kick here, and again, right back into neutral.
It's a very neutral, heavy focus game between the two brothers right now. And, you know, with the character archetypes, it's, you know, I'm not surprised. It's very much going to be that case. Nice flash kick on the cross-up to react, and Jester Power put themselves one round away from taking game number 3.
I have a very big respect for anyone who can just react with flash kick on the reverse, especially like on a cross-up. I can't do it.
It's very difficult.
I can do it with the DP. I can't do it when I charge. It's a little different. That's a skill issue on my part.
Oh, nice punish. Nicely done from Joker. Joker's momentum's all of a sudden going in their favor.
Here we go. Yeah,
nice
probably
throw.
safer.
Yeah, good throw to keep them into goal. Oh, and here comes the throw loops. Are we going to condition each other? Oh, nicely done. Nice shimmy. Conditioning their brother into baiting that throw just so that they can punish in perfect fashion.
Yeah, 7 golden letters is all you need, but is it going to be the golden ticket that you can get to that losers finals? Joker, she must be feeling quite good after that. Now Jester's got to find a way through as we get the sweep into the drive rush, immediately connects there with the low kick now, and again throwing out some sonic booms there for some conditioning power here, but the cross up into throw comes out now from Joker, keeps them at bay and forces them to play in a very awkward position in that corner now, but Jester manages to push themselves out. Great work there with the flash kick.
Nicely done, and Jester's momentum is very much going in their favor, and true to their name, Jester putting out the power and sending their brother packing as they send themselves to series match point. Yeah.
Set point coming out here now for Jester Power. He's looking to secure that spot in that losers final matchup here, and that would be against Shax, as we had seen in our previous game here. But Joker still, I mean, it's a fresh game. Anything could potentially happen there. Great anti-air coming out from Joker. But again, back throw coming out now from Jester. We've seen Jester excel in the corner a couple times, but unfortunately this time was not meant to be the case. Both players down to neutral now, and again, once more, getting caught with that anti-air.
That they are now as the projectile game is going into fruition. Ooh, nice drive rush into the overhead to connect. Trying to find something again, but they're not going to be able to because Joker's defense is just nice and poised.
Absolutely. And jump heavy kick looking to try and find a way through. You saw that the grab was supposed to come out. Fortunately, wasn't able to punish counter back throw. Here we go.
Nice.
Perfect parry for a perfect parry. An eye for an eye. Beautiful work there from Joker. Keep themselves alive. Bait out the EX flash kick. Beautiful punish there from Jester Power. And keeps themselves alive in this match. Still 2-1, but that's a round on the board.
Yeah, Jokers did a really nice job at securing that last round. They did spectacularly well, you know, taking that momentum in their stride. But right now, Jester Power just trying to keep them away at arm's length. Oh, but the throw is going to be coming out. And now Jester Power in the corner, and those sunbursts are going to be keeping them in there. you don't really know what Ingrid's going to be doing because all the different tools that she has to manipulate the way those sunbursts work, he has to keep you guessing. But these sonic booms are just creating more and more space for Jester power, and now that they're successfully out of the corner, they've got a lot of room to breathe, and that they do. This is a great opportunity for them to expend that level 3, dish out the damage and just put Jokers down into the danger zone. Not quite in the space for the critical arts. Maybe the scaling was just a little bit tad too much, so Joker's not going to be able to get access to that CA.
Yeah, I mean, still a decent amount of health, so obviously no CA just yet. Still doesn't stop them from having access to that super there as we go for the level 2 here off of the anti-air here. Now we're going to build up on those stocks there. Beautiful work. Right back down to the ground. Actually decides to move backwards just to make sure that they're not in any range of any other counter hits or any of those flash kicks there. And that's really good there for Joker to keep themselves at range now. And it looks like if they can keep this up there and that pressure can continuously keep going, we might see a go to game 5. And it looks like it's bound to be the case here. However, Jester gets that throw and now everything is completely changed. Great tech there, great awareness from Joker. But one of them's in burnout. What a punish. It doesn't matter if you're in burnout. Joker turns it around. It is time for game 5 of the losers semi-final between these two brothers.
The brothers are looking to send it all the way. A London Classic match, going exactly the way we hoped for it to. As we're going down to our final game, could we go to a final round? Only time will tell. These next few rounds will be the decider. One of these brothers will be saving themselves a spot to continue on the bracket run, and the other will be out of the tournament and will have to continue the torch on for their family.
Yeah, one of them has to move forward regardless here today. And I mean, look, projectiles currently being thrown out here and again, slow neutral, but that's what you kind of need to do in a situation like this. Ingrid, yeah, there we go. I was just about to comment on the stocks there as well, and using that to get a way in, to get a leg up here in a situation that is looking quite dire here for Jester Power. Manages to find the overhead into the flash kick. Nice little confirm. We'll get some decent damage here, but again, can they find their way through? Big beam, great prediction there with the jab.
Now, Jokers taking the momentum quite very much in their stride. Like, Jester Power's trying to throw out everything, but nothing is going through. And now Jokers is trying to just use their own time to take back their turn. These projectiles being exchanged left and right, but neither side is letting up. EX Sonic Boom to just try and just make their way through. And now, nice bait from Jester Power right there. This is a great opportunity for them to just send their brother packing. And now Jester Power is on series point. 1 round away from keeping their spots in the lower brackets. But can the other sibling say anything to keep them fighting?
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult position to be in here, but I mean, can't let that deter you in a situation like this here. Joker starts off very nicely, but the perfect parry, punish counter back through. Here we go. Right back into the corner here. Manages to dash back, actually baiting the throw out there, and that's a huge combo there from Jester. And a lot to work with momentum-wise. We throw them right back out into the mid-section of the screen here. Mid-screen once again. Full combo. That could have been a confirm into that level 3, but unfortunately not able to do so there. But speaking of confirms, into the level 3, Joker manages to find his. But is it going to be enough?
I mean, that critical art does a lot of damage. I mean, we've seen like full combos that do like nearly like 7.5k damage, and 1 HP, 1 hit away, and then Jester Power is going to be sitting himself. But that's it, we're going into our final round. This family feud is going to be closing out in spectacular fashion. We're coming down to the wire. One brother will stand, one brother will fall. Who's it going to be, Joker or Jester? Only these final 100 seconds will tell Asura.
Absolutely. Final round here between these two now, and again, brilliant anti-air coming out from Joker, just playing this very patiently now, throwing out the projectiles, keeping Jester at bay. And it's the same thing we've seen before here. Gets the low, manages to break through there as we get a nice little look at a perfect parry there. Just for a quick second there, throw escape there. There's a great tech from both.
Nice drive rush into throw. Now, Jester Power trying to just do the same, but nice air attack, keeping them into the corner, not going to be falling for that overhead. And now Jester is just keeping them in there. They're trying to jump out, but Jester is not letting them let up for a second.
No, absolutely.
Now these projectiles being exchanged. Oh, Jester has just got their foot on the gas right now. They're just sending their brother packing. They're not giving them a moment to breathe as we go into the level 2 install. Oh, these Sonic Boom projectiles are becoming incredibly scarier. And the level 1 is not going to find the connection. Nothing is going to hit. And now as Joker is just trying to litter the screen with their own set of projectiles, Jester is trying to answer back with the install. But now that has dissipated, the amount of tools they have in their back pocket are slowly dwindling. But a few hits and a few kicks. Oh, but that parry is going to just send them away. A nice throw to get things started. In terms of HP, Jester Power very much has the lead. The level 2 is going to be just used, trying to keep them in place.
Yeah,
oh, that it doesn't find the connection.
That's so unfortunate.
Oh, they expended those Sun Crests to just deal a little bit of extra damage. Oh, but it's coming down to the wire. 8 seconds left, and that is it. Jokers is your brother. That is going to be going forward in the lower bracket.
Well played to both of them. Very, very well played set. Went all the way to the wire. We went down to a final round. And again, all it took was just one little button press, and that was all she wrote. That level 2 was very pivotal in that situation.
100%.
That level 2 hadn't it hit, I mean, I feel like that would have been kind of good for Jester because they would have been able to capitalize off of that. But that level 2 coming into play was huge momentum shift.
I don't even think Jester was anticipating it, because like when you expend those Sun Crests, right, the initial 3 will hit the spot where it's targeted, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But then those final 2 will track and target where the opponent is going.
Exactly.
So it will follow them.
So, I mean, and yeah, obviously, as you said before, so the drive rush came out, and as we saw, it was like, oh, okay, you know, I've got a little bit of, you know, I've made it out, I think. Yeah. And then the other 2 start falling down, and that's when he's like, oh, he's fallen into my trap. Immediately EX12 into the anti-air, and then that's it. GG's. Like after that, that was all she wrote. But very good play from both of them. I enjoyed it. It went back to neutral a lot of times where there was just a lot of patience, a lot of waiting. And that's all it takes. Now, obviously, we're going to be moving on into our losers finals in just a moment. That is going to be Shax versus Joker. And that is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be Ingrid Kami, and I believe we did see that earlier today. So
yeah, I think these two have faced off against each other. So Shax, you know.
No, I think it was Adam versus Ingrid.
It's Adam versus.
Yeah,
okay.
Adam versus Joker. Sorry.
You can tell it's been a long day, guys.
Yeah, it's been a long day. It was Adam versus Joker in the previous couple sets ago. So I think this is their first time meeting in bracket today. Could be very wrong on that, but. Yeah, I believe that's the case.
It'll be interesting to see how Shax is going to navigate this matchup, right? I think it goes for all matchups against Ingrid. Like you said, new character, people might not have had the most opportunity to fight against her, so there might be a few quirks that they're still unsure of. And that being said, on the other side, the person piloting Ingrid, still a relatively new character, probably hasn't figured out all the quirks and nuances that you can really use. So, Ingrid's one of those characters with the amount of tools that she has. There is a lot of depth, and we're only scratching the surface right now.
I mean, you make a very good point in that sense, but I feel like if it's anyone that has a lot of playtime against Ingrid, it's definitely our top 2. Our top 3 at the very least. I feel like they do have some significant amount of time against Ingrid. The question is, will it be enough to pay off in a very, very tense tournament scenario? Let's find out. Joker starts us off here very nicely in this set. Game number 1 of our losers finals here, and again, best of 5. So a lot of time for these two players to really get that download on each other, as we've seen in sets previous.
Oh, nice anti-air to just keep them in check into the corner, just keeping them there with a throw. Oh, nice perfect parry onto that drive impact. And now Joker's going to be taking back the turn. Nicely done. So yeah, keeping things going. Now trying to litter the screen with these sunburst projectiles. We're still on 1 stock for the Suncrest, and now Shax's game plan is very much like you cannot be giving them a second to breathe to build up those stocks. Otherwise, it becomes very dangerous, as we saw in the last game.
Yeah, that's true. Great tech there off of the cross up here. Here we go now. Punish counter. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Actually decides to get very good patience there. Actually in the backdash here as well, giving them a little bit of space, and Shax can go crazy off of that punish.
That they do. They were in the burnout state, but patience is a virtue. Victory comes to those who wait, and Shax is all golden right now. That wait on the parry, pivotal. Great reaction from Shax, and great read from them. And now they're reading their opponent quite like a book, keeping them into the corner, not waiting to, they anticipated the overhead was coming out, so they just stayed and played patiently. And now, the BNB coming out, dealing the damage, trying to put them into the frame trap, but not able to. EX swirl to get them out of the corner, and that level 2 is going to be finding the hits. No expenditure of the Sun Crest, so nothing is going to be coming out. Oh, wow. Into the teleport to just switch sides, but it's not going to be enough because that level 3 is going to be sending the packing. And just as quickly as this game started, game number 1 is going to be going over to Shax.
Can't believe it. I mean, if you literally blinked, you missed that entire segment. That TP right over the top, trying to get that cross up here on Shax, and then immediately getting blown up for it. My God, that was something else. But something interesting is happening. I think we're seeing it. We're seeing a change. We're seeing a change.
Seeing a mirror matchup over here. So Cammy versus Cammy. Now these two characters very much more aggressive. So that Gar mirror match we saw, not going to be the same.
Very much an opposite.
Very much the opposite.
Absolutely. And we're starting ourselves off with the standard grab here coming out from Shax. Joker immediately responds with one of his own.
And now both Cammys have got, they pretty much got the exact same game plan right now. They just want to make sure that they punish, anything that, any mistakes that their opponents make, and try and capitalize and optimize it as best as they can.
Hey man, get yours, right? Like.
So these footsie games are very much a test of patience.
Yes.
The first one to make a mistake is going to be dealt a lot of damage. Oh, nice cross up.
Ooh,
and that's going to be a lot of damage from Shax. This is really good. Nicely done to just seal that round. Honestly, I thought it was going to go either way, but then that single exchange from Shax just sealed the deal.
That's how I think the beauty of Street Fighter 6 is, like, it is literally just that one exchange, because we've seen it a lot of the times where two matches or matchups have gone very much like it could go back and forth, right? Anyone could win this. But the moment someone gets that one confirmed that just sends them over the edge, it's over. And I think that's what's really fun about watching this game in general, and I feel like with these two characters as well, man, yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot more prominent in something like this. And here we go now. Nice. We're going to get the spiral arrow here right off of the EX throw. Beautiful work there as we get the DP. As a great reaction there from Joker. Punish off of that parry. Here we go. Level 3 bound to come out. And no, actually, we're going to just use the regular combo into the drive reversal here. Level 1, a little too overzealous. EX spiral arrow.
Oh, but that burnout is going to cost them dearly. And now that they're in the corner, the combo dropped. Wait, but they managed to pick it back up. It's as if nothing ever happened.
So much spaghetti, man. So much spaghetti just all over the place. Unbelievable stuff there from Shax. Keeping it real, keeping it safe. 2-0 to Shax. Oh my God. Oh,
we're pulling it out.
My days. We're seeing the Blanca. A completely different change of character. It went from Ingrid to Cammy to Blanca. I'm interested to see how this is going to end up playing out.
Can Blanca be the answer that Jokers was looking for?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Trying to go for those lows, just trying to scoop those ankles off the ground. But right now, Shax is just getting the momentum and sending Jokers into the corner. Not all, but nice jump with that EX tumble. All but nice use of the electrics, just trying to shock their way to victory. This very much is looking much better for Jokers. Just from an overall gameplay standpoint, using this Blanca seems to have been a much better character choice compared to the other two. But that being said, Shox is very much a force to be reckoned with, and right now everything is going to go their way. Nice side switch, putting them into the corner. A nice throw to just keep them there. So
beautiful throw there. Great conditioning here from Joker so far now. And again, EX spiral arrow will take them. Oh, sorry, EX cannon spike will take them out. But as we say that, the medium crouch, medium punch into the shock. We more than enough to get that first round on the board here, and it looks like the Blanca is in fact working out.
Indeed, it is. Round on the board, one more to just get themselves a point on the score line. Oh, but right now, things are going their way. Ooh, nice block, just in the nick of time. Oh, but they're punished. Get caught mashing.
Yeah.
Right there, that level 1 is going to be expending, sending them into the corner. Oh, but that EX tumble again, just sending them out. Nice DP from Jokers, but they're backing themselves out into the corner, voluntarily, might I add.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think they just kind of wanted a little bit of space to just kind of take a bit of time to calm down. We haven't seen Blanca-chan be used once this matchup yet so far. 3 still remain. It's not like they can use it at the moment. Parries again, whips the grab twice there, and for Shax an opportunity to get a punish counter throw. Final round here of this game. And for Shax, an opportunity to go up against Andre J in Grands.
And it is. So for Shax, this is very much their ticket to having a revenge match. And for Jokers, it's a seat in the grand finals. But right now, with the momentum going all in Shax's favor, Joker is very much having their back up against the wall. It's a very dangerous situation for Jokers to be in. Slowly but surely, just one hit after hit. You know, you just got to walk off those small victories. But right now, everything is going in Shax's favor. That corner is a very dangerous position for them to be in. Trying to drive rush in, trying to find a way to figure out how to open up this final segment.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely one of those things that you have to kind of like be very wary of. The install is going to come out here from the Blanca, and that gives you free reign to do so much in terms of your movement. Get so much momentum off of those tumbles here, and look at this. Again, beautiful parry. What a punish there with the throw. So much momentum to move on here with Joker. Tries to get a punish off of that with the drive rush here, but unfortunately not able to get anywhere close. And here we are once again. Neutral has been reset. Shax has an opportunity to break them down. It's going to be hard to do. Sweep. No one was home.
Now we're entering our final 25 seconds of this game. Either Shax is going to be sending themselves into the grand finals, or we are going to be going into a game number 4. And as things are looking, with the momentum going in Shax's favor, they're going to be taken back by Jokers. Now, as we're going into our install, they are in burnout, however, but Shax is going to be putting themselves into burnout. But now that the chip damage is coming through, that install is going to be doing a lot of damage. Into the corner they go, waiting for a mix and timing them out to secure that game. It's their initial game plan, and Joker played that quite nicely. So is Shax going to be staying on the Cami? Yes, they are.
I'd be very shocked if we did see a switch, but I think the Cami did work out quite well. It is a little bit different to have to deal with Blanca. Again, character that we see quite a couple times, but at high level you don't often see this character, I don't think. So it's nice to see Blanca in and out, and for Joker, it is definitely a pick that is working quite well. And whittling down to the wire here. Essentially, that's kind of what you don't want to do. You don't want to give Blanca the opportunity to just whittle you down. You want the opportunity to get in close and absolutely just stop him from making a move. But it's hard. It is hard. The way the Joker's been playing, it's been quite hard to deal with. Shax there trying to get that dive kick, manages to find a way, and jump medium kick, jump heavy kick, actually helping out away. And there we have it. Another round on the board for Shax.
So Shax now, they're on series points. They just need to get this round. They send themselves into the grand finals. Can Joker find any answers to fight back? Right now, it's going very much all in Shax's favor. Everything is turning up. Cami, but nice use of the install. Just trying to get that free movement to just send them around, just twiddling around the screen, but that perfect parry coming out. And Joker is just going to be sent back in that install. It's going to dissipate. Blanca-chan has not made an appearance at all yet. We still are waiting to see him, but that overhead connects on that drive rush. And now this is a great opportunity for Jokers to take back the momentum. They are still very much in the danger zone. They are coming up to their level 1 meter if they so wish to expend it. If they find an opportunity, Shax still has all 3. They've still got some life to play for. They've still got some room for error. And errors are being made more and more on the side of Shax, and that punish from Joker is going to just keep them in contention for this match.
Yeah, off of the whiffed throw there as well. That's super unfortunate there for Shax. Getting super close to getting up all the way into that grand final spot, and literally both players were in the danger zone, but now all of a sudden things have completely shifted and flipped on its head here. Shax now pushed them into the corner here despite having that install, but as I say, that anti-air comes out beautifully now, keeping Shax on the back foot now.
But nice connection with that tumble. That extra movement from the install is doing wonders for Jokers. But nice defense played from both sides. Neither sides want to let up. In terms of who has more assets in the inventory, Shax very much has that. They've still got the level 3 in the back pocket, not opting to use it. But now as they enter the danger zone, they still have the critical art available if they so wish to use it. Tech throws coming out left and right. Asura, I cannot even tell you who is going to be taking this game right now.
Yeah, I think this goes the distance. Yeah, because we're going to game 5. This Blanca pick has been the key to success here. The question is now, can it carry it forward? Can it be the answer to moving into grand finals? We'll find out in just a moment here. Right now, Shax is going to have to just try and recollect himself a little bit more now just to try and get that momentum back. And it looks like, with the pressure in the corner that we're dealing with now, Shax is back.
That they are back and they are putting in the work. They are not letting Joker have a single moment of breath. They are creating a vacuum that they're going to be suffocating them in, and they are taking this momentum all the way, Asura.
Yeah, set point here for Shax at the moment. Got to be very careful not to let Joker get their way here. Beautiful stuff there. The low connecting very nicely here, and again getting in close.
Nice
Jump heavy punch there. Beautiful work as we manage to get right back into the corner, and again the pressure being so good here for Shax.
Anything would just send them to the grand finals, but Joker is just not letting up that throw. It's just going to keep them in. They're slowly building up to that level 3. Nice take on the throw, going into that install. Parry, not a perfect parry, so turn still over on the side of Jokers, and they are just sending themselves.
You have to hold it.
Yeah,
got to hold it. Can't really do much else. Again, 3 whole meter to work with. Gets that back medium punch. Beautiful work there, but unfortunately, again, just not enough. The overhead tries to come through, but again, spaced out incredibly well here. Shax not in a bad position. The punish, here we go. That's going to be all she wrote. And patience was indeed a virtue. Shax moves on into grand finals.
The revenge match in the grand finals is very much taking place. So, Joker, you have secured yourself a 3rd placement here at the Dojo 2026 Street Fighter Tournament.
Yep.
Congratulations, especially with the amount of characters that you were piloting. Top 3 placement, fantastically done. And we will be going over to our grand finals where Shax, if they want to win this, they're going to have to reset that bracket and take it all the way.
It's going to be hard. I mean, that's always such a hard mental mountain to climb. It's always, you're skating uphill. It's not always very easy to do. For Andre J, though, obviously, very comfortable position to be in. 2 sets to lose the entire thing. But with the way that Sagat was adapting in their last game over at Winners, I think it was Winners Finals, they played so well.
Oh, yeah.
So well. So it is going to be a question of whether or not they can keep that momentum from the previous game. Because again, they haven't played a game in a minute. Obviously guarantee that they've probably been practicing off stream. But that being said, is it going to be enough against a supercharged Shags?
That is going to be the question, because what I've noticed from Shax's run so far in the last 2 games, he's taken it to 2-0, and then all of a sudden the momentum gets lost.
It just switches.
And he nearly had a repeat of what happened in the winners final. He lost, he won 2 rounds, and then it went all the way to the final round, and he could have lost it. It could have been
genuinely could have gone anyway. It actually could have gone anyway. But again, it was just that sort of the will to keep going, the will to keep fighting. So fair play to Shax, keeping himself alive here. Obviously now we are going to get set for our final game or final set, should I say, of the evening. But should Shax reset the bracket, then we have another set on our hands here. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Hope you guys have enjoyed our commentary and also the top 8 here that we have provided at the Razer Store here in London. If you haven't checked it out, please do. They have some absolutely amazing quality products here and some that you can get your hands on here. And massive shouts to them for letting us be here, as well as Capcom for their support. And if you haven't already, go ahead and follow the Twitch of Iron Pride FGC and their Twitter. Why not also get involved with their Discord as well and make some new friends, man.
That's what the FGC is all about.
That's what the FGC is all about.
It's all about making these connections. These events are an absolute spectacle to be a part of.
Absolutely.
And quite frankly, FGC events are probably some of the most friendliest events to attend. Some of the most hype events. If you've ever had, experience within FPS games or MOBAs, the atmosphere is there, but the connection from the community to the players, there's something different about that in the FGC, and it's something to be praiseworthy.
Well, it's time for grand finals here tonight. Let's see if the spirit of Shax can carry him through this insane mountain climb, or will it be Andre J who stands atop and goes, you know what, it ain't happening. Let's find out.
Our revenge match in the grand final. So everyone make some noise for your grand finalists. Andre versus Shaq. One of these two will be claiming the top spot in the Iron Pride FGC Street Fighter 2026 tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be insane here. And immediately, as we've seen and said before, here, Andre sitting on that winner's side comfortably, very nicely here. But that last time that they faced off against each other in winners finals wasn't a very comfortable win.
It was you know, having to claw their way out. Can Andre do it in a bit more convincing fashion? Only time will tell. But Shaxx, you know, they've had, you know, more games, you know, in a shorter amount of time. So Andre might be coming out a little bit rustier, so to speak. Shaxx is still very much warmed up and gearing to go. And as things are going, Shaxx is looking great right now. But that punish is going to be coming out. Oh, but nice jump. Not much more able to come out of it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say so. Danger zone here currently for Andre, though, however, playing this very patiently, going to throw out those fireballs now. Let's try and condition Cammy as much as you possibly can. And level 1 comes out, forcing Shaxx to go ahead and use the parry. And that's good, though. As we go, punish comes through again, a little too overzealous with that DP. And for Shaxx, an opportunity to capitalize.
That they have been able to. So, even on the loser side, they've still got the momentum to go. Nice block onto that EXDP, switching sides, you know, just walking underneath their big boy that flies into the air, sending them into the corner. Oh, but that punish is going to be coming out. Those arms and those legs really do find their mark, but right now, Shaxx is finding everything that they need to hit in order to take the momentum into their favor.
Yeah, a lot of counter hits there, and you got caught mashing there, I think, from Andre, so you can obviously get a lot more damage off of that punish counter hit. Beautiful work there from Shaxx. And again, we have that level 3. We can close up the game right here, right now, and that should be game 1 in favor of Shaxx.
Very much is.
Bang!
I fear I'm going to say this too soon, but I feel like we've seen this script before.
We have seen this script before.
Momentum going very much in Shaxx's favor, but I'm not going to be saying any more from that because, you know, caster curses are a very real thing, and Andre is going to be swinging. Oh, but nice perfect parry into that punish counter. Nicely done from Shaxx right there. Good tech on the throw. Really good read and good reactions from both sides.
Yeah, it's always important to have that sort of parry laid down and ready to go, and if you can get that perfect parry and that punish counter, that is always going to help you out there. Speaking of which, throw going into the corner, forcing them to block low, going for that overhead here as a reaction, but immediately EX spiral arrow out of the corner, giving Shaxx some space.
Nice anti-edge to just keep them away. Oh, but they are going to be able to jump over and, you know, switch the sides. So it's a good opportunity for Andre, but Shaxx is not going to let up a single moment. Oh, again getting caught by that DP. That DP.
Yeah,
that seems to be the Achilles heel right now for Andre.
Yeah, it's twice that's happened now. Here we go, perfect parry coming out from Andre. No punish, unfortunately, but punish counter coming out from Shaxx there into the spiral arrow, target combo spiral arrow. Once again, dive kick, beautiful work here. And again, look at the conditioning here, pushing Andre into the back, the air-to-air here as well now, looking for the flip, but unfortunately gets punished for it here now. And Andre trying to continue on with this momentum, but the DP, again, just a little too far out, and for Shaxx, an amazing opportunity to close it out here. 2-0 in favor of Shaxx.
So we are at reset point right now for Shaxx. And if things are going to be going the way that they've been going so far, so we are going to be seeing a bracket reset. And we'll be going into our final set. But can Andre do anything to claw these next 2 games to send them to a game number 5? Because like you said, that DP again, getting punished left, right, and center. That DP has been the crucifix for Andre's games plan, and they've been punished every single time for it. Oh, good bait on the parry.
Wow.
And that round happened
crazy damage
so fast.
Crazy damage off of that throw. I think what's really interesting about that is, yeah, I feel like those DPs feel like panic options. We've seen a lot of it off of Wake Up. We've seen a lot of it off of just random, like, delayed anti-airs. And I get it, but also it's not ideal. But the punish counter heavy kick here, beautiful stuff there from Andre. Gets a nice little combo in, but the heavy punch comes through now, and for Shaxx, an opportunity to push them into the corner, try and get some pressure on again. OD meter completely out with the burnout here as well, so you're taking significantly more damage there. Nice little combo coming out from Andre, and now we're going to press Shaxx down as much as we possibly can, try to whittle down on that chip damage, but gets the throw here, and again, a chip of health left remaining.
They've got a slither of HP, but with that drive gauge coming back, chip damage is something that they do not need to worry about right now. So there is a chance. It's not 0, but my God, is it slim.
Yeah. It's incredibly slim,
Oh,
incredibly difficult again.
The DP again.
we're letting it rip a little too early here, and the level 2 is going to come out now, and that's going to be a significant amount of damage done here. We can will it down here. Beautiful stuff. Positioning looking good here for Shax.
Oh, this is a really good position for Shax to be in right now. They've put themselves into burnout. Oh, but Andre is just going to close out that round. A hair's breadth away. Honestly, that was so close, Asura.
Yeah.
Crazy close for that Heaven's Fall. Going to find a connection, but not much more out of it. Those limbs are going to be finding the connection from both sides. Nice block on the EX Fireball. Shaq trying to just use the momentum, trying to just condition Andre, pacing them back into the corner. You can see that Andre is slightly scared almost, but they managed to take back the turn. Using those Tiger Knee just to get themselves a nice tech on the throw. Those arms reach so far away.
It's insane. Arms, legs, insane reach, and then you've got that kick here as well. You've got that knee, traveling all the way across the stage. He has great reach options, but if you can't land them very well, then you're going to get punished, as we can currently see here at the moment there. Nice little combo from Shax, but immediately EXDP out of the corner just for a little bit of a relief for Andre. And again, 3 whole pieces of meter to use as well. OD slowly building back up over time here as well now. Both of these players taking their time, trying to find some way through, trying to find a key, an end to the entrance.
Nice use of the flip. Not able to find the connection, but
oh my god, bracket reset.
Them up. And now we are going into our bracket reset. 3-0 into our bracket reset, Asura. So now that cushion that Andre had, gone.
It is indeed done. It is indeed done. Do or die time, as both players are now forced to play another best of 5. First to 3. And it looks like we're sticking with the Sagat. We're not going for any changes here. Sticking to their gut. Obviously, Shax had a ton of great momentum in that first set. Now we're going to try and move that on into this next set here today. It is time for Grand Finals. This is it. And this is all to play for.
Grand Finals time, baby. Reset bracket. It's all to play for. One of these 2 competitors is going to be taking the crown, while the other will be the second best.
Yeah.
And now Andre is very much taking the momentum in their stride, sending Shax into the corner. All of this damage coming out from a single conversion. Nicely done. Good tech on the throw. They're keeping themselves safe. But nice punish counter. Oh, but that spin. Not able to find a connection. But I tell you what, it is going to be finding Sagat in the corner. And options for Andre are slowly whittling down. Oh, but that cross-up connects. And all of a sudden, options are opening up.
Absolutely are there, and again gets thrown into the corner now, looking for that EX spin. Not gonna find it, unfortunately, as we get the tech here now.
Burnout state.
Burnout state. Dangerous position to be in here if your name is Andre.
Nice spike.
EX cannon spike, more than enough to get the switch on the other side, and then a jab will be all she wrote. Shax takes round number 1 of game number 1 so far here. What a punish here off of the crouch medium punch here. Beautiful work.
Ooh, nice throw tech. Nice overhead from that drive rush from Andre. Now they're going to be using this momentum to just keep them at arm's length. Oh, and these arms are hitting from a mile away. You try and find a connection, but you're just going to get punished by a fist from downtown.
Yeah, big arms here. Big arms here indeed. Spiral arrow again manages to find its mark, but again just a little too far out, and that gives Shax the opportunity to confirm into this level 3 super. And that's not going to kill. It should just about do enough damage to put them in a good position to end up finishing this matchup. Looking for the throw.
Out. Oh, this is dangerous state for Andre to be in. Shax has got a slither of overdrive, right? They just need 1 drive impact. Oh, but the jump into...
They could just do that.
They could just EX Heaven's Fall onto the throw attempt. And they're going to be taking game number 1. And right now, momentum is very much going into Shax's favor in this reset final, Asura.
Yeah, EX dive kick working out very nicely in their favor here now. And Shax, so far in the lead, definitely with a lot of momentum carrying on into this next game. But now I wonder whether or not we'll see a game come out from Andre. I mean, that last set got to be kind of demoralizing, especially after the fight they had in that winners finals here. And look at this again. Pressure from Shax, so good. Looking for those micro dashes, even just the smallest of spacing can mean so much in a matchup quite like this. Put into the corner once again now. And what is Shax's way out?
There's not much that Shax is able to do because Andre is just keeping them in that corner. Those meaty arms and those meaty... Oh, but nice spin through the fireball is going to just kick things off. So, yeah, there's your answer, Asura. That's what Shax can do to get themselves out of that situation.
Exactly, it's all it takes. All right, throw come out here from Andre right off of the drive rush. Mixing up our options here when it comes to our approach now and again. Both players just taking their time. Crouch medium kick into fireball now.
Oh, this is great from Andre. Oh, nice jump into that EX Heaven's Fall to just, shimmy on out. Oh, but nice, perfect parry. Taking back the turn, but they're not going to convert off of it. DP manages to find the connection. Oh, but good bait onto that throw from Andre. And now this is going to be the round to seal the deal.
So good. So good. Very, very nice stuff there from Andre. Round on the board there. That's got to feel good here. Looking for that knee to try and lead in, but unfortunately, again, no one was home. Shax now finding the throw. Doesn't want to lose that momentum that they've been building up so well here throughout this bracket now. Nice. Looking for that cross-up. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get it here, and now Shax again having to play a little bit more force back now. Here we go. Andre, though, knees all over the place into that DP. Standard combo right over the overhead here.
This is really nice from Andre. The momentum very much shifting back over into their favor. Oh, but they jumped into the corner, so the corner has been taken up by Andre themselves. And now the level 3 is going to be sending them down and out. I don't think this kills. I don't think this kills. I don't know.
It shouldn't. I was about to say it shouldn't kill, but it will put them down all the way to like near death. There we go.
Oh, nice, perfect parry.
What a
you can
parry.
hear the pop-off from the crowd as they are so impressed with the critical arm.
That's a CA.
Oh, that's a CA. That's going to do a lot of damage.
Do a ton of damage.
And that's going to send them packing. Oh, again, the scaling.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You can hear the screams from the crowd. Even they weren't expecting it.
I think it was just more of a tense matchup situation there, and Andre J finds their footing. It is 1-1 between them both here in this Grand Finals reset. Love what I'm seeing here so far now. Crouch medium punch here, trying to find something. Unfortunately, we'll find it. Oh, sorry, that jab.
Oh, throw coming out again. Oh, the throw coming out again. Oh my goodness, it's a 3 and a 4th.
That's a 4th.
Can we make it a 5th?
No. Mix it up this time around. I think Andre would have got it had they tried. No, I wouldn't. I would also try to mix it up afterwards because I mean you don't want to end up getting teched and then being like, oh, whoops, But nice stuff there so far from Shax to keep a level head here. So far, a decent amount of damage being done as we're now pushed into the corner here once again into the spiral arrow. Pushed all the way back. DP gets missed. Big punish coming out from Shax.
Now as either side is just waiting, Shax is just going to be punishing every mistake that Andre is making.
Yeah.
We're going to be ripping this level 3. Now this should kill. This should kill. Please, for the love of God, kill.
Chat room, really kill. Nice, there we go. 2-1, sorry. Favor of Shax. 1 away from winning from the reset. And here we go. We're back to the character selection. Bison?
Bison.
Okay.
Interesting. M. Bison, the man himself.
Interesting to see whether or not this pick will do so. Oh, okay, we're back to...
back
we got baited again, man. Baited again, man.
Bait.
Gone to the character select screen, switches back to Sagat. I feel it. Honestly, sometimes you want to delve into your pockets.
To be fair, Andre did this last time, and he did win.
There's something, something we don't. They know something we don't. Simple as.
They definitely know something that we don't.
They clearly know something we do not. And Andre J, an opportunity to make this push to game 10.
Oh, but the DP! The DP again!
Yes.
Oh, how many times do we have to be saying this?
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunately for Andre, that DP just seems to be that Achilles heel. A nice air throw from Shax. Good reactions, keeping them in the corner. And the
7
punish
golden
on the
letters,
shimmy.
man. I'm calling it now. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Nicely done from Shax.
Shax, tournament point now, off of the perfect here. And that's got to be great momentum there. But here we go. Now we're just waiting for a mistake to be made. For someone to overextend, for someone to get too overzealous. Big punch here there coming out from Andre J. Decent damage there. Unfortunately not able to finish the combo off. And that gives them an opportunity to use that EX dive kick here. Beautiful work there from Shax.
Nice, a nice perfect parry from Shax, and now they're going to be taking this momentum. Spiral arrow going to be taking the throw. That low kick not finding connection. Throw tech again.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice perfect parry once more. Oh, Andre trying to just take the momentum back in this drive, but they are not going to be finding anything. Throw keeping them in. Oh, and Andre is just playing very, very patiently.
Yeah, you've got to be cool.
I think
Oh
they're trying to just rack all the different calculations in their head in terms of what they want to do. But right now, everything is coming up zilch.
Oh man, very scary position to be in here. Looking for that throw, I think, but instantly put into burnout now.
Oh no.
Jabs, jab out it away.
This is a very dangerous position for Andre to be in. Shax has got everything. They can toy with their food.
Well, that's going to be all she wrote. Super level 3, and Shax is your Iron Pride Street Fighter 6 champion.
Iron Pride Dojo winner, the legends, Shax.
Yeah, beautiful work there from Shax, man. Incredible play there from both. What a reset, well played, and GG's to everyone else.
Yeah, well done to everyone that took part in Iron Pride FGC Street Fighter tournament here at the Razer Store. Could not be thanking them enough, as well as the support from Capcom, getting themselves involved. It wouldn't be quite the event it is today if it wasn't for the Razer Store and Capcom to help out Iron Pride FGC.
100%, absolutely agree. And obviously, let's go ahead and give a massive a massive shout out and a massive piece of love to Iron Pride FGC themselves for all the love that they have been able to spread here with this incredible, incredible tournament. 2 days of non-stop action. Yeah, Tekken yesterday, you got Street Fighter today, and I have to just say, both days were absolutely amazing. I watched yesterday's stream, thought it was absolutely fantastic. Very honored to be a part of today's stream and watch some history be done in the making. Oh man.
They're congratulating Shax right now.
Yep.
And to be honest, he deserved it.
Give a massive round of applause to Shax, who's now getting their prizes, a lot of Razer goodies, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. Well played to everybody else, man. Good stuff. Crazy top 8 in very stacked bracket. We've had a lot of big names here too as well, so it was really good fun, man. How are you feeling about the bracket, man?
Honestly, today's event has been absolutely spectacular. I don't think we could have asked for a better performance from any of the competitors, quite frankly. Yes, Shax, ended up winning. Top seed coming into this. Top seed is expected to win, but there were a few hiccups along that way. That journey was not smooth at all.
100%, 110%. There was a lot of bumps in that road. Let's give Andre J their flowers as well. I mean, played like an absolute madman. Insanely well played in that winners finals. Had us both at the edge of our seats, and that could have gone either way. But let's take it over to our hosts. Oh. Yeah. I mean, well, this is it now. Medals being thrown out. I've seen the bronze medal. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, if I'm being honest. But this is it, man. Nice little Razer microphone there as well for our champion.
That's a nice prize.
Beautiful, man.
And
A
second
keyboard
place,
too.
get a keyboard?
Man. I'm a little jealous, low key. Wish I was good at Street Fighter.
I was good at fighting games.
Yeah, well, I wish I was good at fighting games. There's a reason why we're here.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, congratulations to our top 3 for Iron Pride Dojo. Well, once again, thank you guys so much for joining us here. And again, let's give some final shout-outs to the Razer Store here in London for hosting us, Capcom for all of their incredible support, and last but not least, Iron Pride Dojo as well. But I think we got some words from our heads here. All right,
All right, is the mic on? All right,
Yeah.
before we sign off, I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to everybody involved in front of the camera, behind the camera, all the players, all the TOs, the organizers, but we need to give a special shout out to a lady who could not be here for the whole thing, but if it was not for Fast Legs of Fury, this entire thing would not be possible, all right? So if you are listening, please give a big cheer for Fury, listening at home. We love you so much. We wish you were here. It's a shame that work had to get in the way, but for our first Street Fighter tournament, our first multi-game event, I think we did all right. Do you think you guys? You think we did all right?
This was amazing.
Yeah.
I think you've done a spectacular job.
All right, and I will pass back to Asura and Pandarichi to sign off. But thank you so much, everybody. We hope to see you at the next one.
Well, from from the man sponsoring
Yeah,
himself. You know, on that note, guys, I don't think there's any much more to say. So thank you to all the players and attendees that attended the event across the 2 days. Thank you for the TOs for, you know, busting their asses off, making sure this event run so smoothly. Thank you to Capcom as well for the support for today's event. You know, Tekken World Tour for getting involved yesterday. And the biggest shout out to Fury, because without her, none of this would have been possible.
Yeah, we love you, man. We love you so much, man.
No. And, you know, my name's been Pandarichi, one of your commentators.
As I've been Asura, thank you guys so much for joining us here tonight. Take care of yourselves, have a great rest of your weekend, and peace out.